Hello, everybody. How are you doing tonight? Hey, Tammy. Hello, Emily. Good to have you. Hello, my crazy old lady. I hope you're feeling better. For real. Hello, Marquise Phillip. From Mali, Victoria, Australia. I love you. Thank you so much for being here for me. All the way from Mali, Victoria, Australia. Hello, Patrick B. Good to see you. Your favorite paw pet is resting comfortably next to his mama. I can't turn the computer as much as I need to show you, but he's right there. He's right there, Mr. Billy. Hello, Lisette Planette. Hi, honey. Good to have you. Hi, Catherine Gaston. Is it Friday already? For real? Oh, I forget the days. The days just kind of all bleed together. I just do the same thing every day. If there's not a doctor's appointment involved, I have no reason to know what day it is. So I have to behave. Is that what you're saying? I have to be good because Emily's here. She's going to watch me. I wore blue for Emily. See? It's got this neat little funky tie thing. But she messaged me the other day and she's like, "Do you ever wear blue? I think it would look really nice on you." And I'm like, "Well, I mean, once in a while I do, but honestly, I think this is like the only thing blue that I have anymore. Light blue looks better on me than royal blue does because it makes my eyes pop." But I love blue. I do. I really do. I love blue and I love red. They make me feel good. Okay. Hey, Tiana Miller. Good to have you, love. So, I ended up finding that clip yesterday. Well, I found it today, but that clip that I lost somehow yesterday, I deleted it because I had already exported a new one and there was no sense in keeping both of them at 8 gigabytes apiece. So I deleted the first one because I didn't know at what point of which it would have gotten disconnected or if that would have interrupted the exporting process. And why bother going through it to see because I wasn't keeping it anyways. But it was interesting that I found it. Kind of in a default CapCut folder that it stuffs stuff into when it can't find the external, I guess. But whatever. It did what it did. And I'm just, I'm happy that I still had the draft to be able to export it still and not lose all of my work, because it was a lot of work. Aww. The aisle where nobody gets booted. Emily wants the waves. She wants the red carpet. She wants all the glitter and sparkle and lights on her. This is Emily's time. That went up at the same time I said that too. But we're referencing the like button. Lick the like button. Not Emily. Don't lick Emily. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a fun night. My goofy chat friends. Insert emoji here. Come on, y'all. What you got? No, you got sick the last time you licked the like button. You caught crazy old ladies cold. How y'all do that from, 6 states away? Beyond me, but you managed. You're so freaking adorable, Patrick. I used to get frustrated when you'd say that. I'd be like, what kind of a guess is that? No, I can't make it happen. I can't make fetch happen. And now I think it's the most adorable thing. Now it just makes me laugh every time you say that, because, yeah, I wish. There's not a lot of soft sits in that area, though, that I can tell. I've never seen one. And if one ever appears, should ask it call or contact Emily and Tammy and get my number somehow and call me. Ruth Ward. Hi, sweetie. Thank you for licking the like button. Tonight's a lick the like button and not Emily. That's the theme. Well, Ava does that all the time. Except I don't lick her. I just pet her. Catherine Gaston was hiding behind the button. She's like, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. There ain't nothing that ain't already been said. So do your worst. What are you doing all the way over there? Oh, it's because Billy's up on the pillow. I get it. You can't come over up here because there's a Billy right there. Billy's stopping you, huh? Oh, she's so scared of that cat. But what if treats are involved? You got your last 2 treats there. I'm going to have to open the other box for the other ones. My goodness, piggy pig. I got to clean out the treat drawer because the cat treats have one of the one of the tubs, the one that I got from Walmart, the lid burst off of it and it burst all over the drawer. Hi, baby boy. Hi, how you doing? How's it going? Can I have my kiss? Oh, Billy. Don't worry about the dog. Don't worry about the dog. We do this all the time. Come on. You're just camera shy. Billy. That's my boy. Good boy. I love my kitty kisses. Yes, yes, Ava time, Ava time, Ava time. And you ate those two so quickly. Kiss so I can give Ava her treats. There, go get it. Go get it. These, you don't want these. These are doggy biscuits. We've had this conversation before. I know we have. Well, if you're going to open it for me. Well, thank you. I don't know. I don't know if this would be good for you. I'm not gonna give you the dog treat. It's not a thing here. The dog treats are for the dog, and the dog's gonna attack me for them. Hi, how's it going, hot stuff? How's it going? Hi. You want this? You want this? How about the two little crumblies first? Yeah, there you go, good girl. Gentle, wait. Oh, that's a good girl. That's a good weight. Good girl. And now I'll tap out all the little crumblies. Oh, you didn't even eat your treats, Billy. Quit fussing. You just wanted to be a part of the fun and games. That's all. Here, have your crumblies. Big old noggin knock in the bag. There, you got your Ava. The Ava fan club. Hi, Foxtrot. No, you're not late. We're just doing the pet treat that time. Hi, Tammy. Thank you. I love you. Who were you trying to hit, and did you hit them? Don't. Hey, no. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. Oh. He is funny. That's my doggy, okay? You're my kitty. That's my doggy. Don't you do that stuff. You can't be swatting at him. Oh, was it because he was using the bowl? I did that. Sassy man. Yeah, they like all of the above. they're getting like less of a fan of salmon. I've noticed that. Like they'll clear the chicken, they'll clear the tuna, the salmon, it doesn't matter what brand it is, they're leaving some of it. I don't know. It's goofy. Unless it's one of those lick sticks. It doesn't matter what flavor. Those puree sticks, oh man. Both of them. I've got Earl and Billy up here looking at the same time. I can't give one of them a treat when it comes to those sticks. They are both all up and in that business. Mm. Oh, Ruth Ward, honey, do me a favor. Do you see the green box where it says Tammy13 gifted 1 membership? Click on that and see if it gives you an option to turn on your gift settings. Well, now we have to wed them. Isn't that how that's how that works, right? Oh, I missed part of that conversation. And yeah, in royalty, that's how that works. Hey, hi. Was I laughing without you? I didn't have my left-hand gal. Yeah, I didn't have my left-hand gal, huh? You want one of them protein cups? I gotta open the new case. That means I gotta get the case. It's on the floor. Is that an order? Okay, give me a second. I'll be right back. Can we have elevator music here, please? I think I can get it from here. There we go. Yep. Okay. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. All right. We have Southern Wetlands recipe with chicken and duck in rustic gravy. Wild Ridge recipe with chicken and lamb in savory gravy. Or Open Prairie recipe with chicken and beef in hearty gravy. So you got chicken in all of them, but then it's duck, lamb, or beef. Hi, Cece. Good to have you here. We're just trying to pick a flavor for Ava. It was one of the gifts from the Ava fan club. Patrick says duck. Can we choose the song, Patrick? Californication. Bat Out of Hell. The Wonderful Soupstone. Carry Me Carry. Hope everything's all right. Much love. There we go. We didn't start the fire. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Chili Peppers. I got to torture my daughter with some Red Hot Chili Peppers the other day. It was glorious. She didn't think so, but that's besides the point, you know? Because she was playing her music, and so I decided we would take turns. She got to hear Mama rocking out, Counting Crows, Lisa Loeb and 9 Stories, which she hated. All kinds of Soundgarden. Let's see. Like stuff from my youth and like my brother's favorite songs and my mom's favorite songs and things like that, you know. It wasn't all even just it wasn't all even just my taste in music. Like there were songs in there that I personally don't even listen to the genre, but it wasn't about me. It was about teaching her about, you know, the songs that people of her life were interested in. You know, things like the Soundgarden. My brothers listened to that when they were teenagers. That was their deal. And yeah, I mean I liked it enough, but it wasn't my music. But I wanted to teach her about, you know, other varieties of music from people that are in her family. Sorry, y'all, I'm just yapping away and I'm trying to find scissors to open these because I'm going to put them. Maybe I shouldn't. I mean, the lid just doesn't really want to cooperate anyways, so why? I'm going to need a Ziploc bag. I'm sorry, but I do not. I'm sorry, Cece. Did you click on it and turn it on? If you turned it on, now you're eligible to receive memberships. And they'll be randomly assigned by YouTube. We have no control. Trust me. If we had control. Oh, Foxtrot. Oh. I can't put that up there. I can't laugh at that either. I'm not laughing at that, Foxtrot. That's not it. That's not what's making me laugh. I'm looking at something entirely different, I swear. Oh, thank you so much. I absolutely adore you. You are so wonderful to me. Thank you. All right, I gotta find the duck. Here it is. It's green. It's kind of got the colors of a mallard, like the male mallard. The males are always the pretty ones. Why is that? Males are always the pretty ones. If you look at all of the animals, the females of the species outside of humans, the females are always just really bland. Like, they don't have a lot of color to them. They just, They're like, we've got a tough enough life. We don't need to be pretty. Whereas the males are like, I gotta win me my gal. Start dancing and doing their groovy thing. That's what the birds do. Thank you so much again, Tammy. Thank you. You guys are amazing. Hi, Shelly babes. Good to see you, love. He sure is. Tammy is too. Tammy does them one at a time because she's trying to hit people specifically in chat. That's her methodology to it. We were taught that by Nicola Maxwell. If you do one at a time, you're more likely to get people that are just in the chat. I don't mind if they go out to the replay crew or the day shift. That's amazing too, because then they can get in on the members only streams and watch them and stuff like that. So for me, I'm just happy. I am just happy that people in my chat are being loved. Oh, Cece, thank you. Thank you so much. With everything you're going through, you're still being so kind and so sweet and generous to me. I love you. Thank you. Oh, Patrick B throwing in the logical smarts there. Good job on you, man. That's probably correct. Wow. Patrick B's got the brain cell tonight, y'all. I knew I checked it back in. He found that Dewey Decimal System and checked it out. All right, we got the duck. The duck is open. The duck is open, and so is the tongue. You want that? You want that? Yeah. You're gonna get a crick in your neck. You look just like you did when you were like a year old. You're so cute, my little puppy. Hey, I had to do that tonight. Well, today. I did that this afternoon. I wanted to do my taxes today because I only got a couple days left to do them. I didn't get them done. I edited and I got my counter cleaned off, and I got my garlic butter made because I had run out, and I got the kitty box cleaned. So I think I did pretty darn good with that. And I've got enough content set aside for editing tomorrow that it'll be it'll be done. And that way, can I set this down now? Please? I promise you get I can't angle my arm. Hey. Okay, just take it. Hey. Take it. Take it. Thank you. Yeah. So I've got enough content set aside that I found good stuff on that'll be, it's kind of like ready to edit. I know that sounds goofy, but it's set aside in a folder, and I know the general timestamps of where the good stuff is. So I've got those set aside so that tomorrow I can just, whippity whip through them, and then I'll be able to do my taxes. They always want me to scan and email or upload my stuff. And it makes me mad because my ex-husband, I do his taxes too. He doesn't have to do any of that. I just enter the numbers in on his W-2. Now, why is this messed up? Because the same people that are the ones that I'm sending these documents to are the ones that issue me my disability checks in the first place. That's why it's messed up. That's why it's frustrating. I cannot wait until someday, God willing, I'm able to be self-sufficient on my big YouTube career, right? I know. Funny dreams. Funny stuff. But with amazing people like you guys, you make me feel like it's a reality already. Seriously. Oh, I cannot tell you how grateful I am. Tammy, Foxtrot, Cece, all of you. Even everybody who just shows up and hits the like button and loves me for who I am. I couldn't ask for more. You guys are amazing. Yeah. I was telling the gals about that earlier. So I had big dreams last night that I was gonna stream, and I was so tired when I logged off. I was so tired. I was gonna put my mask on and go to bed. Right? That was gonna happen. It was a thing. I was gonna have an uninterrupted night of sleep because my daughter's gone. She's in Missouri. I was just gonna sleep. And nothing was gonna wake me, and I was gonna get all of my time in on my BiPAP at once, right? Yeah, so I got done with the stream and I realized, oh shoot, the thumbnail and the description and the title don't match what actually happened because I couldn't run that docket that I couldn't find. So I have to change that before I can go to bed. Excuse you, my goodness. So I quick made a thumbnail, just at the first, what came to mind. And then I dozed off and I woke up in a panic. And I was like, oh my God, I gotta get this done. And so I started trying to do it. I don't know what part of my brain had turned on at that time of night, but it certainly wasn't the functional part. Because I spent until 6 a.m. nodding off and waking up in a jolt, like, I gotta do this, I can't go to bed until I get this done. And it wasn't until 6 a.m. when Ava come up to tell me she had to go potty. And I took her out, and then I come back, and at that point I was awake enough to actually upload the thumbnail and change the monetization settings and stuff. And then I could lay down and go to bed at 6 a.m. But at that point, I had already, desk snoozed for several hours, like 4. Time to get done last night, like 2 a.m. So yeah, like 4 hours of me, like, doing the, oh shit, oh, yeah, one of those. So yeah, that's the sleep I got. And then when I was editing, right before coming on, I actually napped for an hour at my desk because I guess I needed to. Oh my gosh, Tammy, you're still going. Tammy, you're amazing. Oh my God, I love you. And Foxtrot did it again, too. Oh my gosh, you guys. Have you hit Ruth yet? Is that the whole goal? Like, you're just trying to hit Ruth? I did not mute once during that, I promise. I don't want to be. I don't want to be. By the time I click the off button on here, yo, I am already halfway out. Sometimes more than that. Like last night, they were texting me like, "Are you asleep? Are you waking up? Get up. Come on. You're still alive." Like they were worried that I was out. And I was pretty darn close. But that happens a lot because I have narcolepsy and sometimes I do just drop. And there's nothing I can do about that. But and that's probably a part of it is, but yeah. My mom crocheted in her sleep. I kid you not. She crocheted in her sleep. And that was a really funny pun right there because, crocheting is knotting. It's a, yeah. So I kid you not. KNOT type. Yep, crochet humor. Yeah. Ah, it was a moot point. It was a mute point. No, it's a moot point. Moot. Someone. Oh yeah, I'll be honest. I know nothing about that. Palmyra Productions was trying to get me to do locals and Rumble, but I don't understand it. I'm dumb on certain things, y'all. And it's probably something that if I were to get into, I could figure it out. Maybe even thrive. But social medias have never been my forte. I'm not that interesting. And so it's like, I never understood, I don't know, what do I put on there? I'm really not that interesting. I just do this to hang out with my friends. I do appreciate that, though. I absolutely do, because I have no idea where to start. I need help. But I need help in the fashion that I need somebody to hold my hand with it. Yeah, they need to be like, okay, here's your username, here's your password. I set it up. You log in. All the links are there. You're done. And I go, thank you. Until I have help like that, I have YouTube, and I figured that out. I was pretty darn well chuffed with myself that I figured that much out. Yeah, right. Yeah. Hey, if I start making money on YouTube, like real money on YouTube, I will pay my team well. That's my goal. I will be like, oh, what is his name? He he streamed the Depp Heard trial, and he had the shorts and the clips out before any of the mainstream media did. He was the number one streamer during it, and he was a Twitch streamer. Asmund Gold. Yep. Asmund Gold. And that man, wow. he's one of those super amazing humans that just you don't find in this world enough. He wears t-shirt and sweats. Like, the man's a millionaire now. He wears t-shirt and sweats. He doesn't care. He pays his team well because he knows he couldn't do it without them. And he doesn't care about money at all. He lives in the home that he lived in with his mom until she passed, and he helped take care of her. And like, his rule of life is just be kind to everyone. I admire him so much. He's such a good human. And he went from like literally just being a Twitch gamer. Now he's making games for some big name game company. Him and his gaming buddies from all over the place. They all ended up getting together with this big gaming company, and now they're creating games. And I think that is just, like, they're living their dream. It's not my dream. I wouldn't have the first clue. My kid designs games. I don't. Like, she does like me. Like, I'm an inventor, so she invents games, like video games and like crochet patterns and things like that. She's got the engineering type mind and the architectural type mind. I don't have that. I invent products that are needed in life and necessary, and I have one that is how would you say it? A vanity product. No, I have two that are vanity product. But being vanity products, they bleed into the medical necessity line. And then I have two that are medical necessities, and then I have one that is a pet product. So I've got, obviously I can't just like, this is my idea, I'd be dumb. But yeah, I'm an inventor and a songwriter, and my kid kind of got a little of that from me, where she creates video games. She just doesn't know how to program them. So yeah, sorry, segue of a conversation. Wow. Our conversations remind me of a Chutes and Ladders game. Like, we'll get going, and then we're like, oh, we're going to watch the video. Oh, no, we're not. I need to get dice and like just roll them right here. I'd be like, okay, 4. We are now on the topic of oh, Shane's in the room. Hi, Shane. Glad you could join us. I'm just yapping. I really got to put the clip on so that I can go wash my hands, because like this whole time, oh, I love Yahtzee. I'll play Yahtzee solitaire. I don't care. It's the one thing my grandma and I got along on was Yahtzee. Oh, thank you, sweetie. She deserved to have a good Christmas. Yeah, I'm going to do that, because the whole time that I've been sitting here, like, yapping and stuff, the only thing that, like, keeps going through my head is Ava licked this hand. Like, and I had her food on this hand, and she licked it, and I need to wash my hand. Don't touch anything. Gotta wash your hand. Yeah. All right, I'm going to put the clip on, doo-dah, doo-dah. I'm gonna put the clip on, clips for you guys today.
Court is back in session in cause number 23 CCCR 1888. Case of style, State of Texas versus Ryan Paul Barrett. Mr. Barrett, you may come forward. Okay, Mr. Hubel,
State Coast Delaney Fortin.
Delaney Fortin.
Delaney Fortin, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, would you please call Delaney Fortin? Ms. Fortin, you may come forward. Ms. Fortin, would you please raise your right hand? Ms. Fortin, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yeah.
Ms. Fortin, you may put your hand down. Mr. Hubel?
Is it okay to conduct questioning now?
Yes, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. You testified in the guilt innocence phase of this case as the complaining witness, correct?
Yes.
And are you aware of what happened with that Mr. Ryan Barrett was found guilty? Now, since that verdict, have you had interactions with Mr. Barrett?
He
That's it.
came up to, so he found out that my kids had a therapy appointment when I had them. The therapist accidentally sent him a notification about it. So when I went up to the school to pick them up from the school, he made sure he was there at the school when I was there to go get them. He's also seen his girlfriend's vehicle
Where,
driving
so
past our house.
let me ask you this. Have you had repeated contacts with him? During some of these contacts, did he drive by your home?
Yes.
Did he use this as an opportunity to follow you and your husband?
Yes.
Would you consider this behavior to be harassing in nature?
Yes.
Did it alarm you? Did it scare you?
Yes.
Are you still scared because of that? Are you worried about what he might do if this behavior continues?
Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Gregory?
Ms. Thornton, isn't it true that there's a current case pending before the district court in this county that alleges that you have abused your children, and it was filed by Mr. Barrett, and he's seeking to have greater custody in this case?
Well,
I'm also seeking.
before you go any further, you object to relevance, right?
Yes, how the pending case regarding your children is relevant to his continued harassing behavior.
Okay, now, Mr. Gregory, what's your response?
My response is it goes to her motivation to make these statements, which are not being put accurately to the court, and she's trying to use this court to elevate her position in another court, which is why I urge this court to reconsider its finding earlier, is that this is a miscarriage of justice that she is putting upon this man, trying to make it look like he's the bad guy, when the petition before the court is that she is the one that has done something that is improper.
Okay, your objection is overruled. You may proceed.
Okay, now, isn't it true that you've got this, you need to answer the question that I asked. Okay.
Yes, he.
No, Miss, hold on, Miss Thornton. The attorney will ask questions. Please do not answer or do not respond until he finishes asking his question, okay? You may proceed, Ms. Gregory.
Yeah. As I asked before, isn't it true that there is a petition filed by him alleging child abuse against your children?
Yes.
And isn't it true that you know that if you get a adverse finding in this court, that it will make you look better before Judge Shelton?
No.
You don't believe that?
No.
Okay.
It's whether he's found guilty or not.
On the date that, again, I ask that you answer the questions only that I asked. Would you instruct her not to make additional comments, Sean?
Okay, now, Ms. Thornton, please do not only answer the question that's asked, okay?
Yeah. on the date that you just mentioned about him being at school, did you have any knowledge that he was at a parent-teacher conference prior to you coming up to the school?
He knew I was gonna be there.
I did
I didn't
ask,
know.
that is a yes or no question. Did you know that he was at a parent-teacher conference? So what you're alleging to the court here is that he found out and he came up there just so he could aggravate you, when in fact he was up there for a parent-teacher contract. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, I would just argue that she is again trying to misuse this court to get to him in another matter.
You
I
finished,
pass the witness.
Mr. Hubel?
State has no further questions for this.
Okay. Ms. Thornton, you excused? Okay. Okay. So State, you have no other witnesses?
That's correct, Your
Is
Honor.
that correct?
One of, the only other thing the state would, is that, the state asks that all evidence and, admitted at trial for guilt innocence purposes also be admitted for purposes of punishment.
Okay, that'd be great. Now the court will take judicial notice of the court's file. The pre-sentence investigation report will be accepted with the note that the defense is objecting to the police version that is in the PSI. No police officers in this case testified. I think the only witnesses was Ms. Thornton, her husband, and the defendant. Okay?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. Now, Mr. Gregory,
Yes, Your Honor.
you were asking the court, obviously, to assess punishment within the punishment range, and you're asking for a fine only. Is that
That is
correct?
correct, Your Honor.
All right. And State, what is your recommendations?
My recommendations are twofold, Your Honor, is if you can see, look at the PSI, the statement of the complaining witness, for the reasons that she just testified to, and for the, foregoing issues, she's concerned about her safety, and, wants the victim to, the defendant to have, sort of a moment to recognize his behavior is incorrect. So the complaining witness would be asking for a short period of incarceration. Now, in the alternative, and since I recognize the defendant's limited criminal history, the state would be also requesting, if the court does not wish to give incarceration, a probation with an anger management requirement, and a requirement that the defendant have a GPS device, as well as no contact with the complaining witness outside of matters concerning custody.
Your Honor, I would suggest to the court that based on the complaining witness's testimony a few moments ago, I would hope the court would recognize that she's going to look for the worst in Mr. Barrick. He's at the school for a parent-teacher conference, and she assumes that he went up there to harass her. Her testimony is greatly skewed only in her direction and is not balanced with facts. I'd ask the court to recognize that she's going to think that he's the boogeyman who's out to get her, when in fact that's not true at all, and there's no evidence to support that. And there's no reason for him to have supervision.
And I would reiterate the fact that the court has, as the sole decision maker of facts and law in this case, has decided the fact in this case and found the defendant guilty of harassment. And the testimony from the complaining witness here today has shown that this behavior has continued, and there are no signs of stopping without some kind of intervention from the criminal justice system.
Again, the alleged continuing behavior is only from her misperceived conclusions. He's at the school, oh, he's out to get me. I'd also like to point out to the court that her husband was recently found guilty of threatening this man, and the court heard the video and knows that he avowed that he was going to make his life a living hell. These people are out to get him. And you have the power to balance that scales of justice, and I ask you to do that, Your Honor.
Okay, let me do this. Okay, I was looking at his, the PSI, in terms of, criminal history, he has none other than, this case that, we're here today on.
So let's look at this, right? He has no criminal history. None. The only charges that have ever been alleged against this guy, not even, he doesn't even have misdemeanor traffic offenses, nothing. The only charges that have ever been alleged of him are from this woman. This woman who has charges pending against her for, I think they said child neglect or child abuse, one of the two. Charges that if she can throw mud on him and make it stick, then she looks a bit cleaner. And he was at the school to attend a parent-teacher conference, and she called the cops saying he was only there to stalk, intimidate, and harass her, and she was fearful for her life. I can't tell you how bothered I am by this. Because there are real victims out in this world. And she is taking resources from them. As a way, believe it or not, the prosecuting attorney called it Freudian slip or whatever you want to say. He said the victim in this case and then corrected himself with the defendant. But no, I think this man is the victim. I truly do. I wholeheartedly believe that. I believe that she is setting him up. And I believe she will continue to set him up. And I really hope that he appeals this case. Because I just don't see it. No, this is not. This is, I believe that this is an ex-husband. That would be my guess. At bare minimum, I believe they share a child in common. He went to the school for a parent-teacher conference. She showed up and then called the cops and said, he's at the school. He's here just to harass me. When the reality is, he was there to attend the parent-teacher conference. He was attending the parent-teacher conference. So she just did it to throw a charge at him. So, but it's kind of interesting. Let's go a little farther here.
He doesn't have any, no misdemeanors, no felony convictions or anything of that nature. He is, gainfully employed. He's still employed.
Yes, Your Honor, he's employed through the Department of Defense and Department of Energy with the federal government's agencies.
Okay. Apparently he doesn't have no, he doesn't have any, issues with drugs or alcohol either. Now, based on, the comments that Mr. Ricker made regarding the PSI, the probation office does not necessarily make recommendations. They just let the court know whether or not a person is a suitable candidate or is not a suitable candidate for probation, but they don't necessarily make a recommendation for the court to follow. Let's see. Okay, this is a Class B misdemeanor. let me do this. I need a little bit more time. Decide what punishment is gonna be in this case. So, I'm gonna take this, we're gonna take this matter under advisement, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Thank you, Your Honor.
okay,
Appreciate that.
okay. Give him a reset.
June 12th.
All right, y'all. I got my notepad. June 12th is gonna be that reset. I'm gonna start keeping track of cases via post-it note. That's what a wall's for. Yeah. I want to follow that one. I do. I'm really glad the judge is taking this as seriously as he is. Like, dude's got a government job, a high government job, mind you. No criminal history, none. Only thing against him ever is these allegations from this woman who she herself has pending charges. So yeah, I want to find out where the judge goes with this. And I'm really glad the judge did not make a snap decision and make a ruling. And I'm just, whatever the outcome, I hope the guy appeals. I really do. I hope he appeals. Because I personally, I think there's something real wrong going on here. And I think the defense attorney was correct. She sees the boogeyman wherever he is, wherever he goes. She's always going to find the worst in him and try to get charges pulled up on him. There's a name for that. Yeah. And now, guess what? Now I can run the docket that I was going to run last night with the judge with a glorious smile. And dad jokes. He's got dad jokes. It's, there's no defendants cussing and screaming and blah, 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 blah. It's a wholesome one, y'all. Every once in a while, we got to do that. I mean, yeah, it's legit cases and stuff, and he talks sternly to a few, but he's not a cranky old man. He's a lovable old man. He's an adorable old man. I love this guy. Speaking of love this guy, hey, yeah, you're standing on my phone. You're going to do something in the chat. You're going to time someone out or something. I don't know. He's picking treat bags, y'all. He's going through them over here because they're not in the drawer. They're on the desk currently. And he's like, oh, which one do you want? Oh my God, this is too cute. Hold on. I got to close this. I got to turn this. Which one do you want? Which bag is it going to be? You keep going back to these two, right? Is it this one or is it this one? Which one do you want more? Hold on, it won't stand up. All right, here you go. Which one do you want more? The blue one or the green one? Or the puree sticks? Oh, no, I think you made your choice. Oh, he's choosing the green one. He's choosing the seafood medley, y'all. Nope. These are the ones that some crazy person got him. This is the Kitty Fan Club box. You know the rules. Billy, you're the best. They're gone. I need another kiss for you to get more. That was real close. Am I going to get another kiss? Billy. You're just going to lay down. It's like, I know if I sit here long enough, she'll give up and she'll just give me treats. No, I got to give a kiss. Oh, I got one. Okay. Sorry. I had to put the camera back. He's just the bestest. You're the bestest and I love you so much. My whole life is better because you're a part of it. He is so pretty and he's such a love when he wants to be. And he's so funny, y'all. If he's done being pet, like if I'm rubbing on his chest here, he will just take his paw and do that with my hand. Like, bring my hand down. He's like, okay, that's enough. If I'm petting like behind his ear or on his neck or something, he'll just turn his head and very, very gently, like, love bite me, but not like actual bite. Just putting his teeth on me like, hey, stop. He's got his own little language, and I'm getting to learn how he talks. I wish I could play with him more and be more interactive with him, though. That is one thing, because he does sometimes stalk and hunt my legs, and he will just run and attack them. It's kind of a like, this is my leg, and he just jumps, grabs, runs. Just hit and run. And, yeah. I know it's all because cats are natural hunters. He's looking for what to hunt. Yeah. And if I could play with him more, then that instinct would be less. No, nope. I've had since 2020 when I bought the house. I've seen 2. They were both caught. I had a shrew once also. Those things are loud. Wow, are they loud? They literally scream. Like, high-pitched scream. But all of them, they were during the era of Crow. I've never seen one with Earl and Billy. Now, that's probably a good thing, you know. It just means they've taken care of them. And they've never ended up on my pillow as treats. Yeah, well, that's why cats got taken on ships. That's why they were very highly revered back in the days of when with transports via boat across the ocean. Oh, my Post-it note just fell. I'm going to have to think of a better way. Your tail is going awful fast, buddy. And I know that's a sign to stop touching you, but you're in my space. I know you think it's your space, but it's really my space, and I'd like my space. Thank you. I know you want more treats. Crow didn't catch it. Crow did not catch it, as far as I know. It got away. And Crow was very upset about that. I remember. He was very upset about that. It got behind the wall. Hi, Chadaskidon. Welcome to the party. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. Yeah, I've seen it go both ways. I've seen cats be terrified of lizards, and then I've seen other cats that just weren't. But it seems like 9 times out of 10, the reptilian families, cats are not a fan. Yes, you are absolutely correct on that, Patrick B. They're feeding their family. So you're never supposed to get mad at them when they do that. A lot of people will yell and scream because there's, a decapitated mouse on their pillow, but it's out of love. You got to find the beauty and the joy in the things like that. All right. Now I'll put the clip on. Billy interrupted. Sorry.
Everyone.
Morning, Your Honor. May I put a statement on the record?
Yeah, please.
Yes. I would waive a reading of all complaints. All names on the complaints are true and correct, and I stipulate to a factual basis on all no contest, please.
Okay. And who is our prosecutor today?
Mr. Noli, Your Honor, good morning.
Hello, Miss Giannoli, Ravioli. Okay. Alonzo Barboza, 06339. What are we doing? Is this a plea and a times? Oh, what's that? We got 2.
Your Honor, Mr. Barboza, he pleaded no contest to this charge. We would be asking for credit for time served. I'd be asking the court to quash the warrant on July 11th. He was in the hospital at the time.
Is there 2, we have 2 cases with him.
Yes, and the other one, he would plead guilty and ask for 30 days to show proof of registration.
Got it. Okay, Mr. Barboza, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's your plea to the paraphernalia charge?
Guilty.
Okay, the failure to appear is quashed. How long
Yes.
you been in jail?
I don't know. I've been since the 4th.
Okay, I'm gonna give you time served on that. Okay, on the warrant's quashed. On the registration, what's your plea?
guilty.
Okay,
had-
don't worry about it. I'm gonna give you 190, this is what you're gonna do. It's gonna be $195 fine. You've
Okay.
got 30 days. You're gonna report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court. I'm gonna give you 30 days to get registration. If you get the registration within 30 days, the case is dismissed or else you owe 195. You got it?
Yes, sir.
All right, that'll be the order. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, let's go to Yvette Castaneda.
Your Honor,
What are we doing with Miss Castaneda?
Your Honor, Ms. Castaneda wishes to plead not guilty on this charge.
Okay. All right, Miss Castaneda, what's your plea?
not guilty.
Okay, city on bail?
Your Honor, here it appears that she entered the El Dorado where she was trespassed. She returned the same day. When employees attempted to make contact with her, she was quite aggressive, giving rise to concerns of public safety under Valdez Jimenez. Judge, I would ask that you impose $500 bail. Looks like that is the holding bail, Judge, which was imposed yesterday. So I'm asking for the continued imposition of that. Should she be released, I'm asking for conditions that she obey all laws and stay away from the row, please.
Okay, Miss Burning?
Your Honor, I think that staying away from the row could be a condition of a pretrial release, and I would ask for her release on her own recognizance. This is a trespass.
All right, Miss Castaneda, I'm gonna give you a no-bar release. This is what you're gonna do. If you don't do it, you're gonna be found in contempt and you'll stay in jail or you go back to jail.
Okay.
You're gonna report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court when you get out today. Your conditions are simple: obey all laws and no contact with the row. That's the Silver Legacy, that's the El Dorado, and that's the Circus. Do you understand me?
Yeah, where do I check in at, Your Honor?
The Reno Municipal Court, the jail will give you the instructions.
Okay, thank you.
Martha, give her a trial date, please.
I have a trial.
Yes,
date?
Judge.
What's that?
Give me a minute, Judge. Trial date is set for May 8th at 1 o'clock.
Okay, let's go to Paige Francis. What are we doing with Miss Francis?
Your Honor, she had a warrant for a camping charge failure to appear on 9/14/23. She would admit to that. On the trespass at 4/7, she'd be pleading no contest. We would be asking for credit for time served. She's willing to stay away from the RTC bus station.
Okay, Miss Francis, are you there?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Kate. Do you admit failing to appear on September 14th of last year?
I don't really recollect.
I just need to know, yes or no. Do you admit failing to appear?
Yeah, I am not failing to appear.
Okay. What's your plea to the trespassing charge at the Gold Dust Casino on August 28th of last year?
No contest.
Okay. Let's go down to the 04463. What's your plea to trespassing at the RTC bus station on April 7th of this year?
No contest.
Okay, city?
Your Honor, on the case ending in 435, the trespass of the Gold Dust West, I'm asking for time served. On the earlier case 463, the RTC trespass, I'm asking for a 30-day suspended sentence for 1 year. Conditions that she obey all laws and she stay away from that RTC bus station as well as the Gold Dust West Casino, please.
Okay, Ms. Burning.
Your Honor, I believe that's an awful lot for this particular defendant, given what the charge is. I don't think we need 30 days suspended. I would ask for 10. I think that'll do it.
All right, Miss Francis, this is what I'm going to do, young lady. Now pay attention. It's going to be, I'm going to put you on probation. You get out of jail today. You report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court for these conditions. It's going to be 30 days jail, suspended for 1 year. Conditions are that you obey all laws and that you have no contact with the RTC bus station or with Gold Dust West. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
That'll be the order. Thank you. Okay, let's go to Andrew Giddings, Giddings.
Your Honor, Mr. Giddings would be entering a not guilty plea.
On both cases?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Giddings, you there?
Yes.
Okay, the charge is in 04407, defrauding a proprietor at the Atlantis and trespassing. What's your plea?
Not guilty.
Okay, and on the other case, we'll consolidate these. On the case that took place on February 25th of this year, defrauding an innkeeper at the Atlantis and trespassing, what's your plea?
Not guilty.
Okay. Martha, let's get him trial date.
Yes, Judge. His bench trial is set for May 9th at 1:00 in the afternoon.
The city on bail.
And I only received the one case ending in 407. I was unaware of the other case, so I only speak to that one. That's the alleged defrauding and trespassing at the Atlantis Casino. Here it's alleged that he was trespassed from the Atlantis Casino. He instead went to the Purple Parrot where he consumed food amounting to about $19 and refused to pay for that. It appears from the police report that this is the fourth time he's been trespassed from the Atlantis Casino recently. Court Services indicates that he was last released from custody back on April 3rd of 2024. He has a history of nuisance charges and failure to comport with court matters. All of these give rise to the fact that he is not likely to comport with court process and also appear for court. I'm asking that you impose $500 bail in this case, bondable. Should he be released, I'm asking for conditions that he obey all laws and stay away from the Atlantis Casino, please.
$19 worth of food in Vegas. He did not have the buffet, y'all. Because from what I have heard from Vegas, and y'all Nevadians can correct me if I'm wrong, they make the food prices and the buffet prices really cheap to bring people into the casino. And then once you're there, you know, then you spend all your money on their machines and tables and stuff. But $19 worth of food, that's a heck of a meal in a casino.
All right, Ms. Burning.
Your Honor, I would be asking the court to release my client on his own recognizance. Mr. Giddings is has had issues with trespass before. He at this point is not willing to stay, is not wanting to avail himself to community court. But he does have a right to plead not guilty, and these are minor charges, and I'd be asking for his release and check in with the court.
All right, Mr. Giddings, it's going to be a $500 bondable. If you make that bond, you report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court prior to your trial. Conditions are that you obey all laws, no contact in any fashion with the Atlantis Casino, and no contact in any, let's see, I think it's just the Atlantis, with the Atlantis Casino. Obey all laws, no contact with the Atlantis Casino. Thank you. Okay, let's go to
Judge?
Justin. Yeah,
Is it 500 on each case or 500 on?
500 total. They're going to be consolidated. Okay, let's go to Justin Sheffer, Sheffer, 04931. What are we going to do?
Your Honor, Mr. Sheffer is going to plead no contest to the trespass, or excuse me, the ONR. I would be asking for the city, if the facility is willing to dismiss the trespass charge. He's willing to stay away from the Golden Gate gas station.
I'll make that up.
That's it. Okay, sir, what's your plea to resisting a public officer on April 4th?
No contest, I guess.
All right, trespass is dismissed. I am going to, hold on a minute. Okay. It's going to be, what we want for sentencing? Do we mention sentencing? I'm just waiting.
No, Your Honor,
We
I'd be
didn't.
asking for credit for time served. I just tell the
Yeah.
court that Mr. Sheffer has other matters pending.
They put me in a binding device. I've never seen this.
All right, city, anything you want to add?
Your Honor, here he was at the Golden Gate gas station where he caused a disturbance. He was trespassed. When law enforcement responded, he refused to sit in the patrol vehicle and physically resisted detainment and arrest. It looks like he has an out-of-state, non-extraditable warrant out of Iowa. I don't know if he has any additional holds here in Washoe County. I don't have his criminal history, Judge, so I will defer to you as to an appropriate sentence here.
All right, sir, I'm going to give you a 30-day suspended sentence, and you are going to report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court. Conditions of your suspended sentence are No drugs, I'm sorry, no contact with Golden Gate Gas Station and obey all laws. And I'm gonna put a little asterisk down there, any violations, and you will go to jail for 30 days. Thank you, sir. Just hold on, you report upon release to set up for those conditions to the Reno Municipal Court. The jail will give you instructions to the court. Thank you. Let's go to DeMarcus Whitner. This is 04392.
I love that little head swing that he did at the end there. That was such a toddler move. I have seen that in toddlers when they feel like they can't get their way anymore and they've fought so hard and you still won't give them that piece of candy. That is the 3-year-old move of defeat. The swing the head around.
What are we doing with Mr. Whitner?
Your Honor, Mr. Whitner wishes to plead not guilty. I would be asking for the court to appoint a legal defender for him.
It's already been granted.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Whitner, you there?
Yeah.
All right, what's your plea to the battery?
I guess what's the name? I can't remember, but yeah, not guilty.
Okay, there we go. All right, city on bail.
Judge, I'm familiar with Mr. Whitner. We had him recently in community court where we had him all but admitted into the Crossroads program. I'm sad to see him in custody because we had bright things in his future, but he appears to not have complied with that. Regardless, Judge, here he had entered, or he was at the Vincent's food pantry where one of the employees was attempting to assist him. He was causing a disturbance. They had him come inside so they could get him some food, and unprovoked, he punched the employee, the Vincent's employee, in the face and then spit in the employee's face, striking that employee in both the cheek and the eye. The defendant at the time had been chewing on his lip, so his mouth was bleeding, and law enforcement observed the victim to have blood on his face. So this is a particularly egregious battery, I believe, given the manner in which it was conducted, given that it was unprovoked, and given that he spit blood in somebody's face. His risk is 15, Judge, so it's high, it's elevated. I'm asking that you impose $2,500 cash in this case. Should he be released, I'm asking for conditions that he obey all laws and he stay away from Vincent's food pantry, as well as Anthony Wagers, the alleged victim in this case.
Being spit on is gross enough, but having blood spit on you, that's an actual danger. That's an actual biohazard. Like, you're not really likely to catch much from saliva, but blood, you sure have the risk. That's just gross.
I got jumped.
Miss Burning?
Your Honor, I believe that that this matter does not warrant $2,500 cash bail. Instead, Your Honor, if the court is going to impose bail, I would ask for $500 bondable. My client is homeless. He does not have the wherewithal. By setting a bail of $2,500, that's tantamount to saying that he will remain in jail until the trial date. So for that reason, Your Honor, a bail has to be reasonable. $2,500 is not reasonable for what he's able to afford. So I would ask for his release and check in with the court.
All right, Mr. Whitner, it's going to be $2,000 bondable. You make that bond, you report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court. Your conditions are simple: obey all laws, no alcohol, no drugs, no contact in any regard with Vincent's food pantry, and no contact in any regard, direct or indirect, with Anthony Wagers.
I don't even know him.
Well, hey, he knows you, and we've given you a legal defender. Martha, give him a trial date and legal defender information, and don't say another word. Thank you.
Go
ahead, Martha.
His bench trial is set for May 9th at 1:00 in the afternoon. Patrick McGinnis is his legal defender.
Talk to you.
All right. Thank you, sir. Let's go to Troy Arthur. Hello, Mr. Arthur. How are you?
Good morning, Your
He had naughty words for the judge. That was not very nice of you, sir.
Honor. Doing good.
Okay.
Thank you for asking.
Your Honor,
what are we going to do, a plea and then time served? What are we doing?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Arthur is going to be entering a no contest plea to possession of open container. I'd be asking for credit for time served. He's been in jail since April 4th.
City good with that?
Judge, I just want to note that we see Mr. Arthur frequently. He's one of our most rapid recidivists when it comes to open containers. We've attempted to assist him in community court a plethora of times to no avail. He doesn't want any sort of help. In fact, he said that it is his God-given right, given his culture, that he can drink openly in public and violate the laws. I don't think he's going to comport with the law, no matter what you do, Judge, but he is a frequent offender. I think that he's earned himself a suspended sentence. I'm asking for a 30-day suspended sentence for 1 year, conditions that he obey all laws and consume no drugs or alcohol.
All right, Mr. Arthur, it's gonna be 30 days, Washington County Jail, suspended for 1 year. Your conditions, you're gonna do 10 days in jail, credit time served for the time you've already done in jail. You're gonna report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court. The conditions are that you obey all laws, no alcohol, no drugs, with an asterisk down at the bottom that if you violate, you go to jail. Okay. Is everybody still on?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you, sir. Just straighten your stuff up, man. Quit doing this. You seem like a nice guy.
Yes,
All
Your
right,
Honor.
All right, you can
good.
Let's
Let's go to,
Your Honor,
yeah,
can we go back to Terrell Peters? He should have been on the Reds list.
right when I get rolling, that damn guy with that black beard, I'm gonna whoop on him when I say. Oh, I've got a good joke too, but I can't tell it. Maybe I can. Let me think of one. Okay, Mr. Peters, get up there.
Yeah. I agree with you, Catherine Gaston. I had one time though, I had said something about how nasty it was to spit on someone or to be spit on. And I had like 3 people in the comment section of like day shift and replay crew and that informed me that there's almost nothing you can get from spit, and that it's in terms of, assaults, it's like the least of the concerns, and just all kinds of comments like that. Like there were I can't even remember what all they had said, but I 100% agree with you. 100%. Even the common cold, like, I don't want it. Just keep it away from me. Keep your germs to yourself. I think it's just disgusting. Sleep, sweet, crazy old lady. We all love you. Thank you. Because I didn't think I was crazy. Hi, Rocky Lennon. We're on the super funny, adorable old man judge. I love you, Ruth Ward. Yeah, they have to go through all kinds of testing, especially if you get it in their eye or anything like that. Like, it's like 6 months that they have to wrap it with their spouse because of fear of having contracted something.
How you doing, Your Honor?
Good. Okay, what are we doing with Mr. Peters? What's going on?
Your Honor, Mr. Peters is going to enter a no contest plea in the case that involves trespass and paraphernalia. I would be asking the prosecutor to dismiss the trespass for his plea to the paraphernalia. I would be asking the court not to revoke the 30-day suspended sentence. Mr. Peters does know that he does have that suspended sentence as he enters his plea today.
Judge, I'll
right.
make the offer that if he wishes to enter a plea to the trespass, I'll dismiss the paraphernalia.
Okay, Mr. Peters, what's your plea to the trespass?
No contest.
Okay, the paraphernalia is dismissed. City?
Your Honor, I have some concerns. I didn't know about the 30-day suspended sentence. I was not advised of that. But this one is an Amtrak where he continues to return to the tracks and place his tent on the tracks, placing himself and the public in danger. He he's told law enforcement, according to the reports, that you send me to jail, I will get back and I will return. So my question for Mr. Peters is whether he wishes to avail himself of community court and help at this point before I make my recommendation for sentencing.
Do you want community court, Mr. Peters?
No, I just want to move my tent. That's it.
All right, Judge, I don't think that's going to happen given what he's told law enforcement. I'm asking that you revoke the 30 days jail and have him serve that time and give him time served on the newest case, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Burning?
Your Honor, I think that I would still be asking the court not to revoke him and to give him credit for time served on this case. This is a matter of trespass, but I believe that in this matter that if the court is going to look at his behavior, that having a suspended sentence is really important. So I'd ask the court not to revoke that and give him credit for time served on this one.
All right, Mr. Peters, on the most recent case, I'm giving you time served. On the other case with it's 15873, this 30 days suspended, I'm going to revoke you on that, and there would be no credit for time served, so you're going to do 30 days in jail. Thank you, Mr. Peters.
All right.
Okay, let's get back to Blackwell.
Hello, Your Honor.
His 30 days starts today, my friends.
Hello, Mr. Blackwell. Hold on just a minute. All right, what are we doing with Mr. Blackwell?
Your Honor, my client wishes to plead not guilty on the simple battery and trespass.
Mr. Black, go ahead.
And then on the other matter, he had a petty larceny. There's a contempt hearing. He would be asking, he was supposed to do 24 hours of community service. We would be asking that be converted to jail time.
All right, Mr. Blackwell, what's your plea to the battery charge?
Not guilty.
Okay, need you to apply for a legal defender. Martha, is there a legal defender?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, good. All right, plead not guilty. City on bail on the simple battery.
Judge, I believe bail was already set on April 4th. He had a bail hearing in which $1,500 bondable was imposed. May I ask court staff if I'm inaccurate in that?
That's correct.
So, Judge, I see no reason to relitigate the issue of bail. There's been no change in circumstances. The Valdez Jimenez has already been held. I think in 044, Ms. Burning's request is appropriate that we just convert the 24 hours of community service to jail and close up that matter.
Okay, it on the 13044, the 24 hours of community service is going to be converted to 1 day, 24 hours, 1 day, Washoe County Jail credit for time served. That'll clear that one up. As far as the battery is concerned, the bond will stay the same at $1,500. You make the bond, sir. You report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court. Conditions are you obey all laws and no contact with who is the victim.
The victim in this case, Judge, is the pepper mill.
Oh, he battered the pepper mill?
Well, a security officer with the pepper mill.
All right, no contact with the pepper mill. Don't beat up the pepper mill anymore. All right, you got it?
Yep.
Okay, Martha, let's give him a trial date and legal defender information.
His bench trial is set for May 9th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Patrick McGinnis is his legal defender.
All right, okay, let's go to, how about Denisa Cornea?
Blackwell.
Miss Cornea.
I love this judge. I just love him. He's so funny. He makes me laugh.
You, young lady, do you admit failing to pay the amount of $1,868?
Your Honor, if I may, my
Yeah.
client intends to admit that. We would be asking that be converted to jail time rather than the fine. She's in on other matters.
Got
and
it.
there isn't a way she can pay it.
Got it. Okay, young lady, do you admit failing to pay that money?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 15 days, Washoe County Jail. That will take care of the fine. The fine is erased, and you'll give them credit time served towards that 15 days. Thank you, young lady. Okay, let's go to
Come back to the unit.
Joseph Drummond.
Your Honor, he needs an ASL interpreter,
Who?
a sign language interpreter.
Oh,
Judge,
yeah.
Mr. Casillas had set one up for today, and they just informed him that they're not able to get the interpreter on.
Okay, what do we want to do? Bump it a day? No, but all right, let's do this. And we're going to continue at one day. The bail will remain at $200. Will be at $200, and we'll bump it a day. Bail $200 for an interpreter tomorrow, something like that. Okay, let's go to Jacob Elliott.
You gotta put your on the so I put it down on your stomach and it's okay.
All right, what are we doing, Mr. Elliott?
Your Honor, my client will be pleading not guilty to the 2 ONRs and the paraphernalia charge.
All right, sir, what's your plea to those charges?
Not guilty, sir.
Okay, city bail.
And I believe that we had a bail hearing on this case back on 4/6, where $500 was imposed. I see no reason to relitigate that issue since it has been decided by the court.
Ms. Bernie, you want to argue futilely for that?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, be a $500 bond, sir. You make that bond. First of all, Martha, do we have a legal defender?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, got a legal defender. The bond's going to be $500. You make that bond, you get out of jail. You report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court, and conditions are obey all laws, no drugs or alcohol, and no contact with the officer. Who was the officer?
Oh, geez, Judge, if you give me a second, I can find, I don't know off the top of my head.
Let's just do this. No contact with any Reno police officers. How's that?
Yes, sir.
All right, that'll do it. Okay, make the bond, get out otherwise. Martha, let's give him a trial date and legal defender information.
His trial date is set for May 21st at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Mr. Loomis is his legal defender.
Okay, let's go to Dwight Fuqua.
Well, and by the looks of his arm being in a sling or cast, whichever it is under that shirt there, I'm assuming that his touching an officer didn't go well the last time he tried it. So yeah, how about you avoid doing that again? Well, I mean, you do have 2 arms, so why not take another shot at it?
Fuqua.
Go back to the unit.
Good. All right, Mr. Fuqua, go ahead, Kathy.
Sure, Your Honor, my client would be entering a no contest plea to the paraphernalia. He was supposed to come in to community court on November 1st, 2023. He didn't show up, and he admits that. He works at Sierra Construction, is my understanding. He also has a felony pending. We just asked for credit for time served.
You okay with that, City?
Judge, he's already pled in community court. He was sentenced back on July 5th, 2023. He was supposed to be working with WellCare for various things. Given that felony hold, Judge, if he wants to admit his failure to appear, I think we could revoke that 8 hours and just impose jail and close the case. That's appropriate.
Okay, Mr. Fuqua, I'm going to, so you admit failing to comply or
Yes.
failing to appear? Just
Yes.
say yes. Good,
Yes.
okay. It's going to be time served. The 8 hours community service is going to be converted to time served. It'll clean this matter up. Good luck.
How many days that 8 hours can come to?
The 8 hours will come to 1/3 of one day.
Okay.
33% of 24, anyways, yeah, something like that.
Thank
Yeah. Thomas Giesler, what are we gonna do, Miss Burning?
Your Honor, Mr. Giesler has a failure to pay $991. He didn't pay at the time because he didn't have a job. He can make payments now, and he would ask to be able to do that.
All right, Mr. Giesler, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, you admit failing to comply with the order of the court to pay the fine?
Yes, I do.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do, young man. I'm gonna give you, as far as the warrant is concerned, that's gonna be time served. You're gonna get out of jail. I'm gonna give you 20 days suspended. You're gonna get out of jail. You're gonna show up at the Reno Municipal Court. You're gonna set up payments on the balance of the $991. If you don't, you go to jail for 20 days. You got it?
Got it.
All right, that'd be the order. Thank you, young man. Okay, Travis Hall. What are we doing, Mr. Hall?
Your Honor, Mr. Hall is here on a trespassing charge. He would like to enter a plea of no contest and go to community court. There was a warrant for him. He would, for failing to come to court. I would be asking that because he's entered a plea now that be quashed and allow him to go to community court.
Okay, Cindy, what do you think of community court?
Judge, I'm not opposed to that, but may I ask the deputy, it looks like he may have some other holds coming down the pipe as far as manufacturing or possessing of a dangerous weapon. Deputy, does he have other holds?
He was given an OR on that case.
Okay, Judge, with his plea of no contest, I have no opposition to holding him and transporting him directly to community court on Wednesday.
All right, sir, what's your plea to the trespass charge?
No contest.
Okay, do you admit failing to appear on February 21st of this year?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm giving you time served on the FTA on the trespass. It'll be a no bail hold. You're going to be transported to community court on Wednesday. Is it open Wednesday, Martha?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, you'll be transported over on Wednesday. Pay attention. They do a lot of good things. Thank you, sir.
So I get out today?
No, you're going to get transported. It's going to be a no bail hold. You get transported Wednesday to community court.
And then
You've got an FTA, which doesn't assure me that you're going to be going.
I get out from there. Oh, okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay, let's go to Cheyenne Hammond. Okay, what are we doing with this young lady? What are you doing, young lady?
Hi.
Your Honor, on the violation suspended sentence, that was for failure to make a payment of $530. She can make payments now. She would like to maintain her not guilty plea on the DUI. She's able to live with her grandfather.
I'm sorry, who are we talking to?
Cheyenne Hammond.
Okay, I've got a contempt arrest warrant, contempt of court. And 15 days suspended for a year, ordered to obey laws, consume no alcohol, attend the complete victim impact panel, 8 hours community service, get an evaluation, counseling, attend all correlated hearings, court programs. Offender failed to check in for her scheduled martial review. Number of attempts were made to contact her with no results. So what are we doing? Are we admitting or denying that?
We're admitting, Your Honor.
But of the charges the judge read, I didn't hear him say some of the charges that she read. So, what's going on?
Okay. All right. Let me see. Okay, young lady, do you admit failing to comply with the order of the court on that case?
Yes, but I'm also willing to actually do the classes this time. It was because last year.
Hold on. You admit failing to comply, am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, now what's your plea to the, what do we got here?
She's got a DUI and a no valid license charge as well, Judge, is the one you're inquiring about.
Okay, okay, we just admitted to the, this one up. Okay, now we've just admitted to that. Now the next one under 08134, is that the conditions that we're talking about?
Your Honor, I think the DUI is under 881.
Correct.
Okay. What's this 08134?
That's the one you just discussed, Judge.
Right.
Oh, okay. Okay, young lady. So we admit, okay. Okay, what we're gonna do, young lady, is I'm gonna give you a break because you're just a kid. If you screw this up, there's no second chances. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Okay, after we get done with the other case, you're going to report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court. You're going to set up for those conditions. I will tell you this, I'm gonna put an asterisk on it. No second chances. If you violate it, I'm not only gonna give you 15 days for the jail, I'm gonna give you 25 days for contempt since we're giving you a good break today because you're a kid. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
All right, all right. Okay, now on, okay, what's your plea to the DUI charge?
Your Honor, she wanted to maintain her not guilty plea on that.
That's fine. Okay, you've got Mr. Puentes, city on bail.
Judge,
I
I do
haven't
have
said it.
some,
Go
I
ahead.
have some concerns, Judge, given that we just addressed an MIP where there were pretty stringent conditions, none of which it appears that she complied with. Now, I know the DUI at this point is simply an allegation, but it does give rise to some concerns on the city's behalf, given that she just had this MIP back in 2022, for which she's done no conditions. And then several months thereafter, she picks up this DUI, where law enforcement actively sees her drinking while driving, sees the twisted tea in her vehicle when they stop her. She fails all 3 field sobriety tests, Judge. She is a minor, as you've indicated. I have concerns, Judge, and then she fails to appear back on March 23rd of 2023. So this case has been languishing for some time. She's not taking accountability. She's not dealing with her things. I don't think she's going to show up for court. And I have concerns for ongoing community safety, given the MIP in light of this alleged DUI as well. I'm asking that you impose $2,000 bondable in this case. Should she be released, I'm asking for conditions that she report upon release, be subjected to enhanced supervision and testing, she obey all laws, and consume no drugs or alcohol.
What was the BAC on the DUI?
The BACs were relatively low, Judge, frankly, to 0.009, 0.008.
Okay. All right, so Ms. Burning?
Your Honor, I'd still be asking for my client to be released on her own recognizance and have her check in with the court. I think that being in jail at this stint is enough for her to get the idea that this is not a good place to be.
Well, we learned she can't handle her liquor or tea for that matter. 0.09 and 0.08. And she failed all 3 field sobriety tests. Yeah. She needs to just not do that.
And that she would check in with the court and do what the court asked her to do. She is
All right,
young, as the court has already made mention of.
All right, young lady, $1,500 bondable. You make that bond. You report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court. You're going to have to anyhow to set up those conditions. On this case, you're going to be placed on enhanced supervision pending your trial. Obey all laws, no drugs or alcohol. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 22 now.
All right. Martha, let's give him, you've got Roberto Puentes as your legal defender. Let's give him give her a trial date.
Her trial date is set for May 28th at 8 o'clock in the morning.
All right, young lady, you're starting out early. What was the other one? Was the one where you didn't do any, was that a DUI?
No, it was an O&R and minor in possession, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it. Okay, thank you. Let's go to Kayla Carr, Karr. What were the conditions on this?
Obey all laws, no alcohol or drugs, and enhanced supervision for 9 months. She was sentenced on May 30th, 2023. 120 days suspended for 1 year.
Okay, what's the violation?
Your Honor, my client failed to report to the court, and what she thought was that everything was wrapped up at that time. I would be asking for you to give her another chance. She wants to get a job. She wants to stay out of trouble, and she wants to abide by the court suspended sentence.
City?
Judge, this appears to be her first hiccup in this case. I'm not opposed to reinstating her and having her restart again.
All right, young lady, do you admit failing to comply with the order of the court?
Yes.
All right, I'll give you time. I'm going to give you time served for the contempt. I'm going to give you a break. You're going to report upon release. You're going to set up these conditions. I guarantee you, it'll not only be the 120 days, but it'll be 25 days on top of that for contempt if you screw this up. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
All right,
And
that'd
so
be the order.
do I go to the courthouse or Sober 24?
No, you go to the courthouse. The jail will give you instructions on how to get there.
All right, thank you so much.
In fact, the marshal with the black beard will give you a ride and take you out to breakfast ahead of time.
I think I remember him in 2017.
Yeah, it's a hard one to forget, and I'm just kidding about the breakfast. Thank you, though.
He's cute as hell, so I would take the breakfast.
He's cute. Oh my God, he's cute as hell. That is, we will not forget that one. No way. So I think we call the marshal Mr. Cutie from now on.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay, who was that we just did? Was that Kayla? Oh, that's Kayla Carr. Okay, let's go. Nathaniel Marks. Oh, hey, Jail, do me a favor, do a PBT on her. She must be under the influence to make a statement like that. Okay, Nathaniel Marks. What we
Your
got
Honor,
going here?
my client is here. He failed to appear on July 6th on traffic ticket, which was insurance, registration, and driver's license suspended. He would be entering no contest plea. I'd be asking the prosecutor to dismiss the registration for his plea to the other two charges. He tells me that he's not going to be able to reinstate as far as his license because he owes money at DMV. So we just asked for the court to sentence him, and I'd ask, because he's here now, he's been in jail for 2 days. I'd like that to go to the fine, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, sir, you there?
Yes.
Okay, what's your plea to no insurance?
No contest.
Did you get insurance afterwards?
No, I didn't.
Okay. The registration is dismissed. What's your plea to the driver's license?
No contest.
Okay, I'm gonna give you time served on the driver's license. Now on the insurance, young man, you're gonna get out of jail today. This is what you do. You still drive?
No. No, I no longer have a car.
Do you drive other cars?
No. I have a bike.
Okay. All right. This is what we're gonna do. On the yeah, go ahead.
Through my other court, I have to get insurance.
Got it. Okay, this is what we're gonna do then. You're gonna report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court. It's gonna be a $743 fine. I'm gonna give you 45 days to get insurance or an operator's policy.
Okay.
If that operator's policy will cover you for whatever car you're driving. You bring it back, the fine goes from 743 down to 195. Do you follow me?
Yes.
That'll be the order. Good luck.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
You bet. Shelby Moorhead. What are we doing with Miss Moorhead?
Your Honor, my client wants to enter a guilty plea to the paraphernalia. I hope that the city would be willing to dismiss the trespass charge.
I'll make that offer in this case, Judge.
Okay, Miss Moorhead, what's your plea to the paraphernalia charge?
Guilty.
Okay, trespass is dismissed. What are we gonna do with this young lady?
Your Honor, she has other charges that she's doing time on. I would be asking for a credit for time served. She's doing 2 consecutive 280-day sentences and a 54-day sentence out of Spark.
All right. Time served okay with you, City?
No objection to that, Judge. I would ask you to admonish her to stay out of the Peppermill Casino, please.
Okay, young lady, stay out of the pepper mill. We find
That's
you again
fine.
in the pepper mill, you're in big trouble. You got it?
I won't go back.
All right, good luck with your life.
Thank you.
Okay, you bet. Okay, let's go to Patrick Navarez, Nebarez. Okay, what did we do? Okay, we've got a failure to comply. Sir, okay, what are we doing? I've got failure to pay. We're gonna admit to this and do some.
Yes, Your Honor. He failed to pay $390 is what the court records show, and he
Yeah.
failed to report to community court. I would just be asking that he would be able to start over again. He thought that this was all taken care of.
City, you okay with that?
Ms. Burning, are you requesting that he come back to community court and engage once again?
He was not interested at the time. I'll ask him now. Patrick, are you interested in going to community court?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
He may have a hold, Kathy. Deputy, if I can ask, it looks like he's got a $15,000 bondable hold out of the RJC.
He does have a felony warrant out of Reno Justice.
All right, Judge, I don't think that's going to be feasible. I think we should probably
No.
just impose time served
Yeah.
and move on.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay, sir, it's gonna be, you admit failing to comply, is that correct?
Yep.
Say yes. Okay, it's gonna be time served. Thank you. Good luck with your life. Okay, let's go to Terrell. Did we already do Terrell? We did Terrell Peters. God, my memory isn't that bad. Damn. Okay, let's go to Crystal Walters.
Hello.
All right, Miss Walter, go ahead.
Your Honor, Ms. Walter has a case that she's going to resolve in Sparks Municipal Court this afternoon. She would like to go back to community court. This was an FTA on a camping community court, and she would like to go back.
You okay with that, City?
Judge, she's already been sentenced to community court where she has a couple failures to appear. I'm not opposed to that. I would ask that we hold her and directly transport her on Wednesday, please.
Okay, young lady, do you admit failing to comply, failing to go to community court?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna send you back over to community court. It's gonna be a no bail hold. You'll be transported on Wednesday. Good luck with your life. Get your stuff together, okay?
Thank you. All right.
You bet. Okay, let's go to Travis Walters. Did we do him already?
No, we haven't done him, Judge.
Okay, Travis Walters.
Yes, sir.
All right. What are we doing with this guy?
Your Honor, my client's going to enter not guilty pleas to the ONR and possessing a whip.
All right, Martha, is there a legal defender assigned?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, what's your plea, sir?
Not guilty.
Okay, City, on bail?
Judge, may I have a moment to pull up his case in Odyssey, please, to look at the court services?
Take your time. I've got to step aside here now.
Okay. Thank you, Judge. I appreciate your indulgence there. Your Honor, here it appears the defendant was contacted by law enforcement because he was near the Hooten Tires with two other individuals. Law enforcement knows that area because they make access to the railroad tracks through holes in a fence there. The law enforcement officer observed the defendant holding a whip, which is in violation of a Reno Municipal Code recent amendment there. He was told to put down the whip. He refused to do so. He was asked to sit and talk to law enforcement. He refused to do so. He continued to put his hand in his pocket despite their commands to stop. And then he physically resisted law enforcement's attempt to detain him. It appears from court services, Judge, that he has two failures to appear out of Sparks Municipal Court, one FTA after a felony crime and another a violation of a suspended sentence. He had a unsuccessful pretrial supervision in November of 2021. He risks at a higher risk as a 9. Looks like that was updated to a wins check after they looked at his criminal history. Given the allegations in this case, Judge, his failures to comply and FTA, his high risk status, Judge, I believe he poses a likelihood to not comport with court process as well as be a risk to the community. I'm asking that you impose $1,000 bondable in this case. Should he be released, I'm asking for conditions that he obey all laws and consume no drugs or alcohol, please.
Ms. Ferning?
Your Honor, I would be asking my client is at the CARES campus. He's willing to check in with the court. I would be asking for his release on his OR or much lower bail because of that. I think that this isn't the crime of the century, and I think that what the city is asking for is a little more than we should be doing.
What is a whip? Is that a whip, like a whip?
Yeah,
whip?
yes.
Or, oh,
Yes,
okay.
Your Honor.
How long was the whip?
10 feet.
How long?
8 to 10 feet. I'm not the one that cracked the whip, though.
Really? Okay, good. Okay. It's going to be $1,000 bondable, young man. You're a menace. You are a threat to the community. You're lucky I'm keeping it at 1,000. You make it out of jail, you make that bond, you report upon release to Reno Municipal Court. Conditions are you obey all laws, no alcohol or drugs. You brought this upon yourself. Time to fess up, young man. That'll be the order. You got a legal defender. Martha, go ahead and give him a trial date and legal defender information.
His trial date is set for May 9th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Patrick McInnes is his legal defender.
Am I done?
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. All right, Amy Weaver, is this a sentencing?
I think so, Judge.
Okay, Amy Weaver.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, what are we doing with Miss Weaver? Sentencing, I take it there was a plea. What are we gonna do?
Judge, it appears to me that this is a plea to an obstructing and resisting misidentity, and then she failed to appear for the imposition. Here, she entered the pepper mill. She was trespassed. When law enforcement made contact with her, she provided a false name. So although obstructing and resistings are serious, this falls on the less serious spectrum. I don't have her criminal history, Judge. I'm going to defer to you as to an appropriate sentence here.
Your
Okay, Ms.
Honor,
Burning?
yes,
Go
Your
ahead.
Honor, my client wants to go back to community court, and I think that would be a really good thing to do. She can avail herself to the resources that we have there, and that would be my recommendation.
All right, Martha, we have room on the bus on Wednesday?
Yes, we do.
Okay, it's gonna be no bail hold. You're gonna be referred over to community court. The reason I'm doing that, young lady, rather than releasing you on your own OR, is that you have that failure to appear. So sit tight. We're gonna do everything we can for you. Thank you. Okay, let's go to Joelle Bartlow, Bartlow. What are we doing with Miss Bartlow? Kathy, you still there?
Yes, Your Honor, my understanding is she was incompetent.
Oh,
Is that correct, Deputy?
It is. The eval was out of, I believe, either district court or Reno Justice Court.
how long ago, Deputy? Within
4
6 months?
Yes.
Okay, city?
I can send it over real quick if you want.
May I see it quickly? Sorry.
That's okay.
I just want to look at the civil commitment stuff.
It should be on its way.
Thank you.
I wonder if, hey, Martha,
Yes, Judge?
do we have, God, by chance, do we have any like 6-foot mirrors in chambers? I'd like to get one up in the jail so that the marshal can just kind of do some poses while we're waiting.
Sorry, I got to get ready for my breakfast date, apparently.
Oh my God, what did she say? Yeah, he's not bad. What was he?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
The line, Deputy, is I do not recall.
Yeah, I do know. I'm taking the fifth. That's what you're supposed to say. Oh my
Judge, I just
God.
got the eval. Give me just a second. Thank you, Deputy, for that. Give me a moment to take a look.
Good thing I have this beard. No one can see me blushing.
Judge, it looks like there was a finding of incompetency back on November 9th, 2023. Let's see that's within 6 months, Judge. It doesn't really mention anything about civil commitment. I'll make a motion to dismiss without prejudice.
Is this on Bartlow?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay, granted, motion granted. And Moreno is not competent. Go ahead, city.
That's correct, Judge. I did see that competency evaluation, Judge. He was found incompetent back on April 4th. There was no assertions with regard to, it does indicate that he's incompetent, not likely to foresee or attain competency in the foreseeable future. They did not make any sort of assertions with regard to a civil commitment. They do worry that he's not able to care for himself. So I would ask the jail, if appropriate, that they pursue a legal 2000.
Great, so granted. Okay, the last is Leandra Engel, E-N-G-L-E. Marshall, what's her status? Is she there?
She refused.
Okay, bump it one day, no bail hold. Okay, thank you, cutie. You're never gonna live that one down. No way. I will definitely think of. Okay, good morning, everyone.
So that's where it cut off. And this is the next day.
Who do we have available?
Go ahead. We'd like to do Ulysses Carrillo first for the benefit of Marcelo Guzman because he's a busy guy.
Okay, but for the record, who are you? I don't know who you are.
My name is Keith Loomis. I'm the new legal defender for the Reno Municipal Court. I would advise you that we have the names are correctly spelled. We would waive a formal reading of the complaints and stipulate to a factual basis for all pleas of no contest. Your
Honor, Leanne Schumann on behalf of the City of Reno.
Okay, do we have Mr. Cutie Marshall there?
Yes, sir, present.
Oh my God, did you? So what we doing grill first? Is that it, Grill? So anyways, yesterday, you two weren't here. This lady asked, I was giving her an OR for her trial, and she goes, well, I said, you need to report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court. She goes, well, how do I do that? I said, well, the marshal will drive you down there and probably take you out to breakfast also, and and she goes, yeah, he's a real cutie. Yeah. So I did manage to give him a bad time over that. Yeah. Good seeing you, Keith. Okay, let me get down to Grill.
To be fair, she said he's cute as hell. And he is a cutie. He's a super cutie.
Grill. Come on. He's down at the very bottom. Let's see. It's either a boy or a grill. Well, demo. Which one is this? It's G, isn't it? G is in.
No, it's Carrillo, it's C-A.
Oh, it's C-A.
CA.
Oh, okay, C-A. Okay, let me go back up. So the last name is C. Okay, I'm sorry. How do you spell the last name again?
It's like my last name, Judge, C-A-R-R-I.
Oh, okay, so it's Ulysses Jr., is that right?
Yes.
Yes, Your
Okay.
Honor.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Interpreter. What do we, go ahead.
Mr. Carrillo is going to not guilty plea, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Carrillo, do you need your rights read, or do you want me to, do you already know your rights?
Yeah, the bailiff, he's a marshal.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so we're pleading guilty. City?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Oh, I'm sorry, not guilty. God, there we go. Great. Did we apply for, do we have legal defender's been granted? City on bail?
Your Honor, we're requesting $1,000 bondable. This is a pretty violent offense. He pushed and punched his coworker. He does have a DUI from 2022. We're requesting the monetary bail we feel it's appropriate. If he is released, we want a no contact order with the victim, Juan Ropain. It's R-O-P-A-I-N.
Okay, Mr. Loomis.
Your Honor, Mr. Carrillo, this did occur at the workplace between he and a coworker. He does have a job. He is able to make bail. I don't think 1,000 is unreasonable unless he has something else he wants to say about it.
All right, Mr. Carrillo. Yeah, the bail's already been set at 1,000. If you make that, you report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court. There's plenty of bilingual people at the clerk's window. And your pretrial conditions are obey all laws. No alcohol or drugs. And no contact in any regard with the victim, Juan Ropain. Okay.
Understand that, Your Honor.
He popped a coworker in the face. Gave him the good old 1-2. And the judge changed.
All right, thank you.
The judge changed in his zip up Nevada jacket for his champion sweatshirt for the day.
Martha, trial date and legal defender information.
Judge, is the bail bondable or
Yeah,
cash?
it is. Yes.
Okay.
Bondable.
Okay. His bench trial is set for May 9th at 1 o'clock. Patrick McGinnis is his legal defender.
Thank you, Martha. Thank you, Mr. Translator.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, buddy. Okay, let's go to John Boston. We up at the very top.
Just head out that blue door right there.
We have 2 cases for Mr. Boston, 3 cases with Mr. Boston.
Your Honor,
What are
Mr.
we
Boston
doing?
can't really hear, can't speak, so I'm going to be trying to assist.
All right.
Your Honor,
City,
I do
what's the
have
offer?
Yep, offer is if he pleads to 2 trespassing, we'll dismiss the 3rd.
Okay. Can you explain that to him, Marshall?
Yeah, and when I talked to him earlier or wrote some information down for him, he was saying he wanted to plead not guilty to the trespass.
Okay. and tell him this, the bail is set at $250. Does the city have a variance from that?
No, Your Honor. Is that on each case and is it consecutive?
Oh, no, we have, we are going down the list, and on 03828, it's 250 bondable. On, come on. On 01790, there's been no bond posted. And on 01789 bond. What I'm going to do is it's going to be $500 bondable that covers every case. Now, Mr. Boston, you get out of jail. If you post that bond, you report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court. Your conditions are obey all laws and no contact with, what is the location?
Your Honor, it's the Row and Calneva.
Okay. The Row and Calneva, the Row being Silver Legacy, El Dorado, and Circus Circus. Does he understand, Marshall?
Yeah, we'll make sure he understands all that, Your Honor.
Fabulous. Okay. And we're giving you a legal defender, sir. We're giving you free legal representation. Martha, if you would give a trial date, all cases will be consolidated, a trial date and legal defender information.
How do you think a trial is going to go for this guy? Because I don't know. I just looking at him, I have a feeling he trespassed. Just a hunch.
His trial date is set for May 9th at 1:00 in the afternoon. Kyle Edgerton is his legal defender.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, sir. All right. Let's go to blah, 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 blah. Leandra Engel, E-N-G-L-E.
Up there
What are
with
we
Fulton
doing,
County.
Mr. Loomis?
Your Honor, this, she's going to plead no contest to this charge. She was dropped off at an individual's residence by her mother so that she could be watched by him. They had some issues arose and she was asked to leave. She declined to leave, and so she was arrested on this trespass charge.
Okay.
Your Honor, we will be requesting 2 days to contact the victim. We do have a named victim, Dennis Vernon.
Okay. All right, Miss Engel, are you there?
Yeah,
All right. What is your plea to the trespass charge?
no contest.
Okay. This is what we're going to do, young lady, since there's a victim involved, and according to Marcy's law, victims are entitled to be heard. This is going to be continued for 2 days. It'll be a no bail hold, so you'll be sentenced on Thursday morning in order for the city to get their witness available. Thank you. Okay, let's go to David Hudnall, Hudnall. What are we doing, Mr. Loomis?
Just a moment, Your Honor. Mr. Hudnall is here on a failure to appear on 2/14/23. He's going to on a no proof of insurance charge. He is going to admit that that violation.
Okay. What are we gonna? We're gonna plea on the insurance charge also?
Yes, guilty.
All right. Okay, sir. Let's run through. You admit failing to appear on February 14th last year?
Yes, sir.
right,
I tried to.
How long you been in jail?
2 days.
Okay. I'm gonna give you credit time served on that. That'll clear that one up.
The marshal could have been his Valentine's date.
The insurance, what's your plea to insurance? Did you have insurance on December 7th of 2022?
No, sir.
All right. Did you get subsequent insurance?
No, sir. I currently do not have a vehicle.
Okay. This is what we're going to do. You're going to get out of jail today. You're going to report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court. Right now, you owe $743 since you had no insurance. That's a fine. However, I'm going to give you 45 days to either get insurance or get an operator's policy that will cover you on any vehicle. If you get either one of those two, your fine goes from 743 down to 195, okay?
Yes, sir.
So go down to the clerk's window. When you get done, Reno Municipal Court, the jail will give you directions and a ride. I'm kidding you. And go down there and take care of it. You got it?
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Judge, how
All right,
long does
yeah.
he have?
45 days.
Thank you.
You bet. Okay, let's go to James Okorkiaga, Mcergquiaga. Damn, I got that one right. What are we doing, Mr. Loomis?
Just one moment, Judge.
Oh, it's me.
What's the last name? Okorkiaga?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it?
That's right. It's however you want to say it. Don't say it like that anymore.
All right.
Mr. Murciagua is here on a obstructing and resisting as a result of being a passenger in a vehicle that was stopped pursuant to a traffic violation. He was the passenger, but he was fidgeting in the car. The officers got him out of the car and tried to get him to calm down, but eventually had to take him into custody. And he's been charged with obstructing and resisting. Mr. Murciagua, I think you're going to plead no contest to that charges. Isn't that correct?
Well, I don't want to have to be sitting in jail for a long amount of time waiting for a no contest. If it would
This is the deal. You can plead no contest today. We'll talk about your sentence. If you don't want to plead no contest, if you don't feel you're guilty, you can plead not guilty, and we can talk about your bail and also about you getting a legal defender. So whatever decision you make, it's not like you're going to be wasting away in jail. So what's your plea?
What is the maximum for this again? 6 months?
6 months and $1,000 fine.
Okay. What is the likelihood of pleading guilty that I would?
Listen, either plead guilty or not guilty, okay? I'm not going to start speculating what your sentence is going to be. You give me a plea and then we'll go from there.
I suppose no contest then, if that's what the attorney believes is right. You said I'll get a defender after that if I get the attorney.
No.
But I'm willing to just wrap it up and get it over with if I can just get a bail or get
good. What's your plea today?
I depend. I don't want to make the wrong decision. I don't feel like I did this crime. I don't feel like I did anything wrong.
All right, we're gonna enter
we're
gonna enter a not guilty plea on this on your behalf.
I don't want a not guilty plea. I don't want a not guilty plea because I don't want to have to wait for trial.
All right, let me explain to you what a no contest is. A no contest, you're basically saying I didn't do it, but if I went to trial, there's a strong likelihood that I'll be found guilty. So you're not really admitting guilt. It's kind of a compromise. Do you understand? We can wrap this up today. Do you understand?
If we can wrap it up today, then that's fine. No contest.
What's your plea? Okay. City?
Credit for time served, Your Honor.
Time served, sir, with all of that effort.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry.
Right.
I apologize.
No problem. Audrey Mitchell, it's 04516. What are we doing on this, Mr. Loomis?
I have a strong suspicion that he was the class clown. Elementary, grade school, middle school, high school, you name it. He was the class clown.
Let me check here, Your Honor.
Take your time. I'm in no hurry.
Hi, Dad.
What's
I was
that?
adopted, and I just found out Mike Tyson is my father, but I didn't do this crime. I was walking through the park, and
Okay, hold on a second. Young lady, Keith, what are we doing? What's
Judge, this is a obstructing and resisting at the park for not refusing an order to sit down. She denies that she's responsible for any violation, is going to plead not guilty.
Who's your daddy?
Okay, what's your plea? Okay, what's your plea, young lady?
not guilty.
Okay, did you apply for a legal defender?
I have a legal defender.
She did not, Judge.
Chief Officer Warren Gary Thomas.
Yeah, hold on. Do we, Martha, is there a legal defender?
There isn't.
Okay, city on bail?
Your Honor, $1,000 bondable. Looks like this was a possible kidnapping, and then she was a suspect in that. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But when officers did order her to sit down, she refused. She also provided false identification information, so they couldn't ID her. My biggest concern is she's not going to show up for court. I don't know if she has a permanent residence. And I also don't have her criminal history.
Mr. Loomis.
I don't have much additional information. She indicates that she was in a program and was trying to assist in the somebody that was in that program. I believe she can return to the program if she's granted a bail that she can make or an OR.
Your Honor, I can add, it looks like in the victim's statement, she threatened to beat the victim's ass, grabbed a metal object and yelled she was going to kill her. So if
Okay.
we do want a no contact order with Jamie Lindsay Borders.
Well, how's the last name?
It's hyphenated Lindsay Borders.
Okay. All right, young lady, this is what I'm gonna do. Because of the apparent danger you represent, you're gonna get a legal defender. The bail is gonna be $1,000 bondable. You make that bail, young lady, you report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court, and your pretrial conditions are no alcohol, no drugs, obey all laws, and no contact in any regard with Lindsay Border. Don't call her, don't text her, don't email her, don't have anybody else contact her, text her, email her, what have you. If you do, you'll be found in contempt, you'll go back into jail. That'll be the order. Martha, we get a trial date and legal defender information?
Give me a minute, Judge.
Okay.
Who's next on your list, Judge?
We've already done Ulysses Carrillo.
Yeah.
God almighty, don't get old. Matthew Dedmon.
Matthew Dedmon.
Dedmon. City got any offers on that?
Yes,
Or-
Your Honor, if he wants to plead to the obstructing and resisting, we'll dismiss the trespassing.
Mr. Loomis, what do you think?
Judge,
Yeah.
that trial date is set for May 14th. Legal defenders Patrick McGinnis.
Okay, thanks, Martha.
In discussion with Mr. Dedman, he indicates that he was OR'd from the Reno Justice Court on other charges. He wants to plead not guilty and requests an OR. This was a trespass that occurred at the Reno bus station, and he was charged with obstructing and resisting for failure to identify. I would note that he was grossly intoxicated at the time and had to be woken up. They did find identification on his person.
All right, Mr. Dedmon, what's your plea?
No contest.
Okay, no contest to the obstructing and resisting.
Right, and pardon me, but there was
Okay, listen, I don't need an explanation. I'm sorry, I don't want to be rude, but we just need to know, what do you want to plead to? If you want to talk about it, you can talk about it in sentencing. What's your plea?
no contest.
To the obstructing and resisting?
Right.
Okay, the trespass is dismissed. City?
I apologize, Your Honor. Did he plead guilty to the obstructing and resisting?
No contest to the
Oh, he pled
obstructing
no
and resisting.
contest.
Yeah.
Your Honor, we want to keep him away from the RTC bus station. So we're requesting a smaller suspended sentence of 15 days, suspended for 1 year, on the condition he stay away from RTC bus station, which is located at 200 East 4th Street, and obey all laws.
But Mr. Loomis, any variance from that?
I don't have any reason to vary from that. If he gets released today, I think he's fine. I would note that the gross intoxication is probably why he was there. I'd say the ONR is pretty minimal in the overall scheme of things. He believes he's going to have a job starting at the Amazon on the 15th and has a somewhat temporary job right now at Sally's Beauty.
It's incorrect. I've had full-time work at Sally's Beauty since last October 2nd of last year. Amazon
Right,
is
that's fine.
a new part-time job. That's
Can you,
on the 15th.
is there, you work at a beauty shop?
No, it's a warehouse that, yeah.
I just wondered if it was a beauty shop. I was wondering if there's anything you could do for Mr. Loomis. Let's do this. We're gonna do this, young man. It's gonna be 15 days jail suspended for 1 year. You're gonna report upon, you're getting out of jail today. You're gonna report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court. Your conditions are simple: obey all laws, no drugs or alcohol, and no contact with the RTC bus station. You got it?
Got it.
That's it. Okay, good luck. Good luck with your new job, by the way. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yo, remember at the beginning of this section of the hearings, this is the first day Judge has ever met Mr. Loomis. and he's already given him all kinds of jokes and stuff about, like, with that guy, oh, you work at a beauty shop? I was wondering if there's anything you could do for Mr. Loomis. Like, day one tells you what kind of guy this is. I love him. Oh my God, I love him. I love him so much. I love this judge.
All right. Let's go to Vanessa Garcia Salazar.
The warehouse.
God almighty, I can't say that name. Okay. Okay, young lady. Mr. Loomis, what are we doing with this young lady? We have a failure to comply, failure to pay, and I'm not sure how much that is. How much is that, Ms. Schuman? Oh, I see, $2,346. Okay.
That sounds right. Your Honor, it looks
Yeah.
like, yeah, she also has proof of insurance. I don't know if you added that. Proof of insurance was $743.
Well, I think the 2346 ought to cover it. Mr. Loomis, do you want to just admit, and then we release, we get set up on a payment program?
Judge, Ms. Garcia Salazar says that she does want to admit the failure. She does have a job and has been working at Panasonic for over a year and would probably be fine on a payment plan.
Good. Okay, young lady, you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you admit failing to comply with the order of the court and paying that fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how long you been in jail?
I believe 3 days.
Okay, the contempt is typically $253. I'm not going to assign that fine to you. I'm going to give you time served on the contempt, so that's taken care of. Now on the fine, young lady, you're going to report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court, and you're going to set up payments for the $2,346. Now you can, or if you want to just do jail time on it, it's your call.
No,
But they'll set you up with like $100 a month, so you're going to be paying for a while. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, that'll be the order, young lady. Good luck.
Thank you.
You bet.
Your Honor, that covered both cases.
I've only got one case.
Okay, she also has a failure to pay fines on a hit and run case 20 TR-5236. It looks like for that one, she owes $1,526.
All right, young lady, you still there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I want you to also start payments on that. What we can do, I'll give you a hand here because that's a lot of money. I'm going to combine the two fines. It'll be it'll be around in the $3,000 range. But rather than paying payments separately on both of those, which will drive you into ruin, it's going to be payments, it'll be $100 a month, and both of those will be put together. Do you follow me?
Yes, sir.
All right, that'll be the order, young lady.
Judge?
Thank you. Yeah.
On one of them, there's a victim. It's $1,000 for the restitution.
Okay. Is that what we're talking about? Okay. It's $1,000 restitution. We also owe the $2,346. Is that so? $1,000 restitution and $2,346. Is that right, Martha?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right, young lady, you're going to go down to the Reno Municipal Court once again, and you're going to start payments on that. The $1,000 that you owe the victim, that will be the first payment. That will be the first debt that you will pay. As soon as you get done paying that off, you're going to start your payments on the $2,346. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. That'll be the order. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. You bet. Vanessa Garcia Salazar. Did we already do that?
Yes, Your Honor. That's her second case you addressed.
God.
My recording has gone off. I can't hear anything at the moment. Let me try it again.
So we already did her. Let's go down to. Are you on, Keith? Can you hear me?
I can hear.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now? Okay,
Yes.
I can hear you. Thank you.
Okay. All right, Nathan Heilman, Heilman. What are we doing, Mr. Loomis?
Mr. Heilman has a trespass at the Cal Neva and a failure to appear on 2/21/24. He's going to plead. Mr. Heilman, we're going to plead you no contest, aren't we? You got your upcoming sentencing on May 7th on a felony charge in Justice Court.
Yeah. Okay. All right, sir. What's your plea to the trespass?
I guess no contest because
Okay,
I
hold
guess-
on. That's good. That's good. Do you admit failing to appear on February 21st of this year?
I'm sorry, come again?
Do you admit failing to appear
Oh,
on
yes.
February? Okay. How long you been in jail?
Since January 25th.
Okay. Sid, you mind if I just wrap this up?
Nope, thanks, Judge.
Okay. On the trespass, young man, it's going to be 5 days, Washoe County Jail, credit time served. On the failure to appear, it's going to be 2 days, Washoe County Jail, credit time served. And I'm going to give you a break. Those going to run concurrent so you can save some more time as far as your other matters are concerned. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You bet. Okay, let's go to Floyd Latham, Latham. Let me get my. All right, Mr. Latham, this is a contempt of court, failure to comply. Indicates that on February 23rd of last year, you were ordered to contact the clerk's office upon release, pay $1,431. The fees were converted to community service. Records indicate that you were released on February 23rd, and as of today, you failed to report to the clerk's office. Do you admit failing to comply with that order?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right. You mind if I just go forward on this one, Keith and
No,
Ms.
yeah.
Schuman? Okay.
That's fine,
All
Judge.
right. Okay, young man, this is what you're going to do. You're going to, for the contempt, how long you been in jail?
Been in jail for 2 days now.
Okay, for the contempt for failure to pay for us to bring you here, that's going to be time served. So the contempt is taken care of. What you're going to do, are you working or do you want to do community service?
Yes, sir, I have congestive heart failure, so I'm unable to work and I'm unable to do community service, but I am expecting my social security to come through within the end of the month. So if I could get like an extension on the payments.
All right, this is what we're going to do. You're going to report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court. You owe $1,431. That's going to be $50 a month, and that's going to start in 30 days. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
But make sure you go down, they'll have this information, you report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court and get set up on those conditions.
Thank you.
Now, if things go haywire on you, don't blow it off.
Right.
Make sure you reach out to the court and ask, and we'll work with you. But just don't blow it off or you'll end up in jail again.
All right. Thank you, sir.
You bet. Okay, let's go to
Judge, he has another case.
oh yeah, Mr. Latham, don't move
Yes.
too fast. Okay, there's another case, 05176. Do you admit failing to pay an insurance bill of $743? Do you admit?
I do.
Okay. Okay. What we're gonna do is the registration fees. Oh God, you've got a ton of debt here. I'm gonna give you a break. I'm gonna give you a hand because this is. I'm going to consolidate. You owe $195 on registration. You owe $793 on revoked license. You owe $743 on insurance. This is what we're going to do, young man. I'm going to consolidate all of those bills, and it's going to be a $1,000 bill. We'll take care of all of those. Do you understand? And you're going to set up payments at $50 a month to take care of that, and that's going to run consecutive to the other bills that you owe.
Wow, the judge just gave that guy a huge hand up. He's trying to get him squared away so he can put this all behind him. Too many people just don't take advantage of the opportunity and they take it for granted. I truly hope this guy takes advantage of the opportunity and puts this behind him.
Okay.
You follow me?
Yes.
Go down to the court. Don't screw it up. If you do, you're going to go to jail, and there'll be no opportunity to make payments. You'll just flatten out your time in jail. You
All
got
right.
it?
Got it.
All right, thanks.
Thanks.
Okay. You bet. All right, Floyd. Oh,
Judge,
He's got another one. Mr. Latham, get back up there.
He only has two.
Okay, Mr. Latham,
Yes,
you there? Okay, on 04520, what's your plea to the trespassing on April 8th of this year?
guilty. I
All right.
totally remember that I was even 86 from there.
All right, city.
Credit for time served, Your Honor.
All right, time served, young man.
All right.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
bet. Okay, let's go to Tony Mader, Mader, 04471. What are we doing, Mr. Loomis? Mr. Loomis, you there?
I am here, Judge. I'm looking at my notes here.
It's Tony Mader, y'all. Toe Mader. The guy's name is Toe Mader.
Okay, take your time.
Thank you. Ms. Mader, yes. Is the city prepared to make an offer on this case?
So I can't without talking to the victim. If she wants to plead to the simple battery, I could reach out to the victim and then she could be sentenced on Thursday. Otherwise, if she enters a not guilty plea, we would agree to an OR, as long as she has a no contact order with James Mitchell.
I've explained the requirement for the no contact order, and she can stay with her mother, is what she reports.
Okay.
The report is pretty skimpy on what happened here. And
Yeah,
so
it is.
think,
I agree. So James, we always do the no contact order out of an abundance of caution. And then what normally happens, the victim will file an application to lift the no contact order, and then the court will address it.
Okay, so we're pleading
Do you
not guilty.
understand that, Ms. Mader? Do you understand that, Ms. Mader?
Yeah. Kind of.
So if you plead no contest to the simple battery, that means you're not facing the mandatory penalties for a domestic battery. They will ask to have the victim come to court to make a victim impact statement on Thursday. So you'll have to remain there until Thursday. And then in all likelihood, you'd be released, but that's up to the judge.
Okay,
All right, so what is your plea, young lady, to the battery charge?
not guilty.
Not guilty?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna give you a legal defender, city on bail.
You're right. She's a candidate for an OR. She doesn't have any criminal history. We do want a no contact order as part of the condition, obey all laws, and no drugs or alcohol.
All right, Miss Mader, it's going to be an OR release. You're gonna get out of jail today. You're gonna report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court. If you don't, you'll be found in contempt and you go back to jail. You don't wanna do that. Report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court. Your conditions pre-trial are obey all laws, no drugs or alcohol, and no contact in any regard with James Mitchell. No calling, no texting, not having anybody else call or text or anything of that nature. You're given a legal defender. Martha, can we get trial date and legal defender information?
Yes, Judge, give me a minute, I'm looking.
That's all right, take your time.
Now, do I report today to the Reno Municipal? Today?
Yeah.
Okay, her bench trial is set for May 14th. Patrick McGinnis is her legal defender.
Okay. All right, thank you. Okay, let's go to Brian Restori, Restori. It's 00689. Violation of a suspended sentence. What are we doing, Mr. Loomis?
Can you tell me the length of the suspended sentence?
Okay, I've got, God almighty. Miss Schuman, do you have the underlying conditions?
Can I read them, Judge?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's 60 days suspended for 1 year. He just got sentenced on the 4th of March. DUI, victim impact panel, obey all laws, 48 hours of community service with credit time served, breath intellect device for 185 days, and a DUI level 1. No drugs or alcohol without a prescription.
Did we show up in court? Did we set up those conditions or did we FTA it?
No, he showed up, but, and he was supposed to be testing at Sober 24, and he tested positive for alcohol.
How long you been in jail, sir?
Since 6 p.m. last night.
City, what do you want to do? Do you, I'm sorry, Keith, you want to say something?
Yes, please, Judge. What Mr. Ristori reports is that, yes, he had the suspended sentence. He wasn't sure how long it was. It was not clear on what the conditions were. He did fail to make some tests. And when he did test, he tested positive, but he does have apparently a full-time job at the Parlor, which is a restaurant bar here in Reno. And he'd like to be able to maintain that job if it's possible.
All right.
How many positive tests and or missed tests do we have?
On the report from the marshal, she did a check and he tested positive on 3/10 for alcohol after his sentence, and then he had 5 no-shows.
No.
Okay, Your Honor, at this point, I mean, given the no-shows, the positive tests, he's not taking the sentence seriously. I feel like maybe instead of doing testing for 90 days, he should do 90 days in jail and then reimpose all the other conditions.
Mr. Loomis?
Judge, he does explain that he wasn't clear on what the conditions were. He didn't pay attention to it like he should have. You've got his attention now. He is working. I don't think I don't know if he's got prior criminal history. If he doesn't, I think he'd be a candidate to be returned on his suspended sentence and make sure he's got the idea of what it is he's supposed to do.
All right.
I do have his criminal history if you want me to
Yeah, go ahead.
read. It looks like he has a speeding 1 to 10. That's it, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Restorer, you admit violating terms of your probation?
I do.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do, young man. I'm gonna reinstate you on your probation. However, you're gonna do 10 days in jail. And you will not be given credit for time served. You're gonna do 10 days in jail versus 90 days in jail. You're gonna do 10 days in jail. You get out of court, you get out of jail after 10 days, and you're gonna report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court. You're gonna set up on those conditions. And there's gonna be an asterisk next to your name. Any violations, any positive tests, any no-shows, you are violated and you are revoked for the balance of the 90 days. Do you follow me?
Yes, sir.
It's all on you. It's all on you, young man. That'll be the order. After 10 days, report back, Reno Municipal Court, get back on the bandwagon. If there's an asterisk, no second chances with any violations of any fashion, any positive tests, any missed tests. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, that'll be the order. Thank you. Okay, let's go to Amy Reyes, Reyes.
Hello.
Hello, what are we doing, Mr. Loomis, with this young lady?
He's here on what I've shown her being here is for tampering with a motor vehicle, which was her sister's vehicle. She lowered the windows on it, apparently got the key to the apartment that they were staying and went in and took a shower. And when her sister got home, she objected and she's got brought in on the charge. He reports a complicated set of situations involving Carson City Jail. And I think what she wants to do is deny the violation and have a hearing on it.
So what I don't want to deny that I had that charge. I did have it. So I came in here in November because I had a warrant out in Carson, but I got that new charge because she called them to let them know where I was at.
All right, hold on a second, young lady. City, you have an offer on this. Have you got something pending in Carson, young lady?
No. So what happened was that last year when I did get this.
Yes or no?
No, I don't have nothing in
Okay,
Carson.
no, okay, City, make any offer, City?
Your Honor, we do need to contact the victim, Gloria Talerva. So if she does plead guilty or no contest, we would need 2 days to contact the victim.
So
all right, this is the offer, young lady. Just listen. You
Okay.
admit to failing to appear, I'm going to give you time served. If you enter a plea of no contest or guilty to the tampering with the vehicle, we're going to hold it off until Thursday so that the victim can testify.
Okay.
Or else just listen to me. Or else you can plead not guilty. We'll give you a trial date. We'll talk about a bail. What do you want to do?
So I just want to notify you that my sister already called. Me and you have spoken before. So when I was here on the hold.
Okay. Listen, I just need to know. I just need to know what you want to do.
Okay, what I want to do is have a moment of word with you.
No. This is the deal.
I sat here for.
Stop interrupting, ma'am.
Okay, sorry.
This is the deal. You plead not guilty, I'm going to give you a bail. And I'm also going to give you a legal defender. If you plead guilty, we're going to bump it till Thursday so she can testify and we'll get it wrapped up at that time. If you enter a plea of guilty to the breaking, tampering with the vehicle, we'll hold the sentencing till Thursday. If you admit to failing to appear, I'm going to give you time served on that. That will go away. Just tell me what you want to do. I don't want any explanations until you go to your sentencing or unless you go to court. What do you want to do?
Okay, I guess no. So it would be like a no contest. I don't.
Okay,
I mean,
what's your plea to breaking or tampering with the vehicle?
So tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Because that, yeah, we had that. So it was like guilty or not guilty. So it'd be no contest, right?
You want to plead no contest to it? Is that what you're saying?
No, you said if I don't plead, if I say not guilty, I will get, what was that?
Okay, if you plead not guilty, we're going to give you a trial date. We're not compelling you to plead not guilty.
Okay.
If you plead not guilty, you're going to put in an application for a legal defender. Most likely it'll be granted. We'll give you a trial date, and we'll also give you a bond that you have to make. It'll probably be somewhere around $500. Now, if you plead no contest to the breaking and tampering with the vehicle, admitting to the failure to appear, I'm going to give you time served for the failure to appear. We're going to hold the sentencing off until Thursday with no bail holds so the victim can testify.
Okay,
What
so
do you want to do?
I want to do the not guilty one with the bond and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. Not guilty. City on bail.
Your Honor, $2,000 bondable. It looks like criminal history. She has 22 pages of criminal history,
Yeah, all right.
including a misdemeanor arrest for violation of probation back in 2022. Let me just see. She's got contempt of court charges from 2022, no disposition. Looks like more contempt in 2022. Resisting public officer from 2022. And then the other issue, Your Honor, we did have this scheduled for a trial date and she failed to appear. She has a history of failing to comply with court orders. So we felt the monetary bail is appropriate.
Okay. How much?
2,000 bondable.
All right, Mr. Loomis.
Judge, what I would say about this is that the violation that's alleged is a fairly minimal one of raising and lowering the window on her sister's car. That's the criminal allegation against her, which I think is almost de minimis, but I think a $500 bondable bail would be acceptable.
That's fine. All right, young lady, I'm going to make it a $500 bondable bail. You make that. First, what you're going to do is you're going to apply for a legal defender because you might be looking at jail time in this. So apply for a legal defender. Yeah.
One was already granted. She was set for trial.
Okay, that's good. Okay, we got a legal defender appointed for you. You know, you failed to appear. You're a risk. I'm going to make it a $1,000 bondable, young lady, because just listen to me. Because of your history. It's going to be a $1,000 bondable. You make the bail. You report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court. No alcohol, no drugs, and stay away from your sister's car. That will be the order. Thank you.
Can we do no contact order with the sister as well?
Yeah. What's the sister's name?
It's Gloria Talavera.
Okay, and there'll be no contact with Gloria Talavera, also, young lady. That'll be the order.
Michael, may I have a word?
No, you're good. Okay, let's go to Benjamin Smith.
Judge, my microphone went off. Who are we calling up?
Benjamin Smith. Can you hear me?
Again, Judge?
Okay, Benjamin Smith, S-M-I-T-H.
Thank you.
No problem.
Mr. Smith was arrested for driving on a revoked license.
Is it just me, or was he saying Benjamin? So I get the spelling of the last name, but I am confused on the spelling of the first name, Judge. Is it Benjerman? Because that's what I'm hearing.
It's unclear to him or to me what the period of revocation was.
Yeah.
I don't know if the city has that information. Was he driving on a license that was revoked or just failed to be reinstated?
I believe, I'll go ahead and amend it to no valid. NRS 483.550. So he can try to get his driver's license and give him a chance to cure.
Okay, young man, what's your plea to that amended charge?
Yeah,
Say-
I'd say guilt,
Say no contest.
no contest.
Okay,
I didn't-
good. Smart guy. Okay, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna get out of jail. You're gonna go, did you get your license yet?
I've been out of town working. I didn't realize that it was still revoked.
Okay, this is what you're gonna do. We'll give you a hand here. You're gonna get out of jail today. You're gonna report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court. Right now, your fine is $793. I'm gonna give you 45 days to get your license. If you bring back your license to the court in 45 days, you don't owe $793, you owe $195. You got it?
Thank you.
Just get it. Yeah, you bet. Get it knocked out. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
You bet. Okay, let's go to Michael Banyard. We have a motion from the city.
Yes, Your Honor, based upon the competency evaluation dated January 9th of this year, finding him incompetent, I move to dismiss without prejudice.
So granted. Okay, let's go to Nicholas Schatz, SCHATZ City.
Your Honor, I really don't want to dismiss this case. I just want to put it on the record. He unprovoked battered a Reno ambassador. He pulled her by the hood of her sweater and slammed her into the ground. She
What, is
did
there
have
not-
injuries that had to be treated. And he clearly, I mean, I understand the finding of incompetency, but I'm hoping the jail will consider some type of civil commitment because I believe he's a huge danger to society.
Yeah, that's a good call. We'll dismiss it, jail, and if we can do a legal 2000, it'd be appreciated.
Sounds good, Your Honor.
Good, thank you. And now we're going down to Scott Crum. Is Mr. Crum there?
He is not, Your Honor. He refused.
First time?
Looks like he's been in jail since February 19th. He was set for trial on the 1st of April, but this first time refusing since then.
Okay, let's bump it a day, no bail hold. And that was crummy of him for not showing. Joseph Drummond. Oh, we already did that, didn't we? Oh, no, we didn't. Does he have the ASL interpreter?
He refused today, Your Honor.
Oh, okay, let's bump it a day, no bail hold. All right, 9:37, not bad. Let me take, yeah, go ahead.
Can I just tell you that we missed you for breakfast this morning?
And it comes full circle. I had to do that. That was so cute. When I started it, I had started on the second docket first because it was the newer one, of course. And I download all of them. So I had both of them as it was. But I started on the second docket and I heard right away the judge explaining to the prosecutor and defense attorney, you guys weren't here, defendant said this. And I was like, okay, well, that in itself is just cute enough for me to tie the two of them together. But then there were all these darn good little quips that the judge had and his wit and humor. I was like, you know what? We need a good night. We need a good night together. A good night, no drama. I mean, I still brought the drama. We started with the drama. But, oh my gosh, that was so much fun. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I was worried. I was because, I mean, I think all of us streamers are always feeling pressured to find, the cases that no one else has that are, defendants getting mouthy or up in people's faces, or there's a good storyline or something like that, you know? And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you can go 6 or 8 hours where you're, you know, sitting at the editing program the entire day and you have nothing at the end of it. And those days are so frustrating and so disheartening. But stuff like this is the kind of stuff that I just love. It's so wholesome. And that judge is so dang adorable. Thank you. I know. I loved how that went full circle like that. I had to. It just, especially going full circle. Like, I could not have asked for something better. You guys are amazing. You really are. I love you so much. Cheese garlic waffles. Oh, thank you so much. I'm always worried. I mean, maybe that's a good thing, you know, always having that fear, so it makes me do better. But I really am. I'm always worried. Patrick likes the idea. I love you, Marquise Phillip. I do. I love you. Catherine Gaston, you can't leave me hanging like this. You mentioned cheese garlic waffles. 3 delicious things. Yeah, I wouldn't put syrup on them either. Yes, you're gonna leave me overhang, or you're gonna leave me hanging. Garlic butter. Well, how do I do them? Is there a recipe somewhere? Put the recipe in the food Discord stream or thread. I saw something tonight that was kind of nifty. A very easy like bread recipe that you roll into little balls and then you flatten them out and you sprinkle cheese on the inside of them. Now, on the video, they did not use enough cheese. I am telling you. I actually was kind of mad. I sent it to Salty and I'm like, this makes me mad. There's not enough cheese. This is not right. And but anyways, then you take and you fold the top to the middle and then you fold the bottom to the middle and then like overlap the sides and you end up with this like piece of, oh, and then you roll it again. And you end up with this like piece of bread sized little cheese and bread pocket. Oh, and you brush it with butter while you pan fry it like a pancake. Like no, not with oil, but just cooking it on the burner. It looked so good. I don't know if I could physically stand long enough to do it, but it looked great and I'd love to try. But I would need to try when I have someone here who can take over in my absence if I'm not able to complete it. All right. Okay, hang out a moment. Talk about something. Yes. Marquise Phillip is always in the Discord, it seems. Always. They were doing movie nights, and unfortunately, there wasn't enough interest or attendance. So we're going to scale back the movie nights. Maybe do them once in a while or something, but the every night movie night thing, you know, for all of the nights when I'm not able to make it on, they're not going to automatically stream a movie. So maybe it's something during the summer. I don't know if it's just a seasonal thing or what the situation is, but all right. Waffle mix, added cup of cheese, 3 cloves, garlic pepper, and half cup cornmeal. Top with garlic butter and parsley. That, I don't know about it. I might give it a try just because you said so. Oh, you slept in. I've been wondering where you were this whole time. I'm glad you got some sleep, though. I love you. Now go get your coffee. And there we go with the Discord link. All right, guys, I am going to go to sleep now. Thank you for sharing that recipe, Catherine Gaston. I can't promise you that I'm going to try it. I can't make that promise. But we'll see. All right, guys. Oh, I did that backwards. Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.